Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board! Yes! I had to give it up to
Impressive.
my boy.
Woo!
My fault. To get on the set.
That boy got some wind.
He
That is
definitely
impressive.
do.
You know, they called me Mariah Scary.
All
Mariah
out of shape.
Scary.
You just held that like you ran
It
a
took him
marathon
a second
last week.
to realize what was going on,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I would have got here early if I knew that was going to happen. I was behind the scenes setting up all the cameras and stuff, but we here. Welcome back to the show. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, tell a friend if they need some NBA coverage. This is the place to be. We got a lot to get to. We're going to do a very early all-star ballot. We're going to be redrafting first overall picks for the last 10 years, and I want to end it by doing the who he played for. See who been really locked into hoops this season.
You know what's funny? I'm glad I stopped myself because I was watching and I seen somebody and I was going to speak on it, but I'm glad I didn't in case, you know.
You know what's crazy? It'd be a lot of times I'm watching, I see somebody that's like, who the hell is that? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I should probably look at this, like, find out who this dude really is, because I know he's going to come up later.
You never know.
And
But
My
I
thing
don't
is,
be
I
retaining
watching-
none of that when I look at him.
I don't be watching garbage time minutes. So, like, I'll turn off the game when I get bored or, like, the
How you
starters
supposed to
come out.
know who the next Miles McBride is, who the next Peyton Pritchard is if you're not watching garbage
Sometimes these dudes be getting in early, too.
Yeah, they do. And I just
Because they
turn that
be
shit off.
injured. You said you just turned the game off, or you switch it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have nothing to do, so it just sit on anyway. Like last night, it was, 4 games? All
Yeah.
like 7 o'clock relatively. So those games were some BS, but they sat on because there was nothing else for me to do. What am I turning off the game to watch?
Some great
Monday
things
Night
did
Football?
happen. Oh, that game, from what I heard,
I didn't
was
watch
pretty
it.
good.
I watched the basketball stuff.
But you had the Josh Giddey triple-double. First one as a
Yes,
Bull.
I saw it. I didn't see it, but I saw it.
Modest Buzelis dropped his first 20 piece.
yeah.
Hey, bro,
man.
every time I tune into Modest, he's getting the dunk off, too.
Yeah, he's third in the
And every time I tune into Lonzo, he doing his thing.
So they got that new website where you can see a person's shot and get the video for it. And I was just playing around.
Shot Creator?
Yeah, Shot Creator. I was just playing around on it yesterday. Relax. Pat Williams is still 2-7 with the dunks.
because the man ain't played in like 8 games. He be chilling. He be kind of nice doing it.
But
He
why
ain't
he-
Jared Vanderbilt when it comes to the fashion, but he be putting it on.
But since that one day, he ain't attempted a dunk since.
He
Because
saw
that
it.
was like
He saw the tweet.
before Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
That
he
was
saw the
since
tweet.
almost like early November.
I saw maybe it was Daniel Lee. Let me double check it. He made a full breakdown of the Patrick Williams dunks because of that tweet, and it's so funny to see all of them back to back to back. Like what? How do we
many
get
of
to
them
that
were
point?
like, you would say not contested,
Majority of them.
which is insane for a dude is like 6'8"?
6'6".
Yeah, it was Daniel Lee. The name of the video is the 6'7" NBA player who can't dunk. What a title!
I wanted to do something on TikTok, like take a screenshot of these shot charts and ask y'all who it is. But I'm going to just ask KB for this one. Who is this?
Can I see? I'm not. Is it gonna tell me if I look closer?
Just don't scroll.
Okay. For the people at home, this guy is shooting about 50% above the break threes.
It's all green except
70%
the
from
right
the
corner.
from the paint.
Their site with the shot chart, like
Who is
most
shooting 100
sites,
three-pointers
the
this year?
green is good. Then you have yellow, which is cool, average, cool. And then you have red, which is bad. This dude is all green besides the right corner.
It's not Vooch, is it?
It's Vooch.
Okay. You know what gave it away?
What?
The minus 2.5 plus minus.
Oh, you can see plus minus?
Yeah, it's in that red
Oh,
top.
okay, yeah.
Because the
And
Bulls
then-
still are bad at this, you know?
Zach LaVine shit is all damn near all green too.
Yeah, it's
They're like top 10 in most efficiency in the league.
when it comes to efficiency and averaging at least 4 assists per game, it's one of those piggybacked or nitpick stats. It goes Jokic, Zach LaVine, Steph Curry.
Don't you love those stats
Yeah,
where
I
you just
love
kind of cherry pick it?
Yeah. Let's drop the mic.
Real simple for today. Who are some of your favorite playmakers you've been watching this season? I've been super impressed, not even just from the point guard perspective, but just like even though a lot of these wings and centers have been like having incredible vision. So who are some of the guys you enjoy watching?
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant is definitely
just-
on the
His
top.
playmaking leap has been crazy.
I just filmed a video where it's a shorter video. It's gonna be it's like 3 minutes long. I'm gonna put it on my Hint to Hoop channel where I think his superpower. And my least favorite thing in basketball is when people jump the pass. I've talked about that a million times. Ja Morant is one of the 2 people in the league that do it and do it successfully.
Yes.
he's a home run hitter of a passer, so like he gonna get 3 turnovers, but a lot of those 3 turnovers is him throwing it behind his head, throwing a lob off the damn backboard. But his playmaking has been ridiculous this season. Like windows that are this small, he's finding a way to put that ball through, and is leading to a Santi Aldama dunk. And the amount of times before Zach Edey got injured, the amount of times he tried to set him up for a lob, but Zach Edey's hands couldn't catch it is kind of crazy. So I'm gonna go Ja Morant's like number 1 when it comes to watchability playmaking right now.
You know my answer.
Trae Young.
No, Mike should know my answer.
You gonna say Franz?
No, James Harden.
James Harden. Yeah.
James Harden, to me, in specific in this year, I'm just kind of mind blown. And don't get me wrong, I'm the turnover police, and he's had all type of turnovers and egregious turnovers. Because when you speak of home run hitter, that's exactly what James Harden can be, and I think he needs to be at times with this team, because the more confident some of these guys are, the better their team, as we see, is performing. But I'm just impressed with James Harden at the age, this point of his career, and the different type of centers. So, like, when we saw him with Capella and he lobbing and everything, that was, like, unique, and it always felt like, oh, man, you give him a lob threat and he can make something happen. But Zubac kind of being the exact opposite of, like, this Clint Capella rim-running center, and him still finding a way to increase his value, even though it stretches at the beginning of the season with Kai Jones. He had Kai Jones looking like a rotational center, and I was loving it there. But it has to be James Harden for me, just because of everything that comes with it. And I think he's the epitome of what you need on certain teams with a number 1 option. He has not shot the ball overall this season, even though the last week or so he's given us damn near a 40-point triple-double and almost a 50-point game. There's a certain role and responsibility that you have to have when you're in the seat that he's in. And it's taking tough shots. It's keeping the defense honest. And it was like I was telling my younger brother, EJ, where it's like when you have a certain job as a first option, you're being more selfish by not shooting because you're not making shots, because that is your job. When you apply pressure to the defense as a number 1 option, it opens up so much for your teammates. But when you're a number 1 guy and you like, oh, my shot ain't falling, so I'm gonna pass up the shot, or I'm not gonna be as aggressive, it hurts the overall collective of a team. And I love seeing James Harden shoot through that and saying, hey, I'm not making the shots, but I have to be James Harden. Because the minute the defense feel like they can not guard me how they feel they have to guard me, it hurts everybody. Norman Powell does not benefit from that. And I just love to see him do that, because I think that's a deepened philosophy that a lot of base level fans
He's probably one
understand.
of the best like floor raisers of all time.
100%.
Yeah,
That was something I had to come to the realization with like earlier this season. Like when you think about raising the floor, James Harden has to be, without, doing a lot of research, got to be top 5, where you can roll the balls out with 4 role players and you have a chance to win that game, because James Harden is that. And that's even with him not having the greatest efficiency game. Like the other night they played against the Denver Nuggets and he played every single minute of the second half.
Yep.
And I'm watching the Clippers broadcast and they're like, we got to be coming up on a James Harden rest, right? And the other commentator, I wish I knew their names, was like, this game is a little bit too close for him to rest. I'm sure Tyronn Lue told him they're going to need him for this entire half, and James being James, even in this older age, has the ability to do that and still be great. And he did. They won that game.
Yeah, I think a big reason Ty Lue talked about in the press was that Norman Powell was on a minutes restriction coming off that injury.
And he still won like 25.
And they don't
Fishing as hell in that.
And they didn't have a backup. They don't have a
Restriction.
backup point guard. So they essentially said those minutes were in the first half where they ran without a point guard and let Trey Mann run the show. That shit didn't look too good. So he said we just kind of had to roll with
Parents, man.
James.
Trey Mann played for the Hornets.
Oh, my
Didn't KPJ play that game?
No,
No.
he was out.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Terrence Mann had his best offensive game
Yes,
of the
he
season.
did.
He had a big shot down the stretch, and
They gave him a lot of praise.
Corner 3-point shot?
Yes.
Yeah.
They gave him a lot of praise in the presser too. From Ty Lue to Norman Powell to James Harden, they talked very highly of Terrence Mann.
It's so crazy that Terrence Mann and Chris Dunn are like the 3-and-D wings. But naturally they positions as guards, but
Yeah,
they
really
3-and-D
That's
wings.
what I kind of like about the NBA though. Like, we in an era right now where, like, my whole life I've been fighting that battle because I've been tall and I play for teams that be like, you are a starting center. But it's like, why? I'm a guard. But it's like them. Like, Josh Hart is a power forward at 6'4", but he do more damage than some 6'9" guys.
Yeah.
So
Do you think you would thrive better in today's era of basketball versus when we were going to school?
no, I thrive good.
No, what I'm saying, like,
Oh man.
Just because of the way the game has transitioned to where
Right? He asked you like you an NBA player.
Yeah, that's what's so funny.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking,
exactly.
because like we might have like different coaches who might have different philosophies.
No,
They
I
allow
don't.
you to be you.
No,
and-
nothing about my game or lack of success has anything to do with a coach. I played great. I was a phenomenal basketball player. The reason I didn't become a great high-level player is because I was not focused on it. I'd rather have gone to parties than to put 1,000 hours into my game. But you're never going to hear me try to say a coach did anything. There's
Same.
no coach ever held me back. I started on every team I played for, and I had a significant injury, and that was it. But I didn't become a D1 player, not because of a coach or because we went to Hinsdale South. I was not focused. When I see my little brother and all the time and work he puts into his game to be where he is now, it's night and day. I went out, I partied, I was prom king, homecoming king. I did a lot of extracurricular that could have went into basketball. So I take full responsibility of that. But even with that said, I still,
You had fun. You lived your young life.
and I bust a lot of ass.
Yeah.
When people who know me from basketball, they respect me. I'm not an NBA player, but I got respect as a basketball player, and I can live with that.
Are you done with the interview
Now,
portion of the episode?
before, let me flip it back on
Yeah.
you. Do you feel like in this era with different coaches, you would have had more success?
Nah, I mean, I think I probably would have got more minutes, but that's probably about it.
What make you think you would have just got more minutes?
I probably would have been more. I feel like I don't know. I feel like our
But no, but I'm trying to go back because you said this is just off coaching, the different coaches, not like you trying harder, you trying different.
yeah.
Because has the
tried
high
hard.
school game changed much
No.
in
No.
15 years?
No, it actually.
Oh,
I mean,
has.
the NBA has evolved,
I
obviously.
I haven't watched much high school ball to
It's
know.
the exact same.
Yeah.
It is because I felt like our school was very like old school. It's like we're gonna funnel it to the big, even though the bigs probably don't have any.
But that's because we
post
didn't have much talent on the perimeter, and the layup is the
Because
easiest
we
shot.
damn sure ain't play like that.
Yeah.
I was our big. We did the motion offense so that I could take other bigs off the dribble, not to give me the ball in the post.
It would be weird for our coach to be like, yeah, we running through the point guard when our point guard is me.
Can't bring the ball up.
We got KB trying to run it like James Harden.
It's like we play to our strengths, which is getting closer to the basket and shooting it at the basket. That's what it really is. Especially when you're a freshman, that's what basketball is. Nobody can shoot. We talking. Well, you were freshman A, but for us, we're freshman B. We're not about to be running Iverson screens for
Yeah, exactly.
Matt Morera.
Exactly.
It's like, let's get to the basket. Let's run Chin 100 times over and over. Hope Matt Brandeis can hit a layup.
He name dropping.
Did you start on that team,
Shout
or
out to the
did
guys.
Brandeis start over you?
No, he was on A. Brandeis
Yeah, I
was
was
on
on
B
A.
with us.
You wish he was on B though, right?
Malik started over you.
Yeah.
That right?
Yeah.
You wish he was on B though, right?
We had it live on
Sometimes,
B, but
yeah.
we've talked about that a million times
Yeah.
in the 8
But
years. of
That's the
show.
thing where it's like you can't look at. I'm sorry, bro, but you can't look at that as coaching. Malik, there's no way.
Malik had the motor. That was the reason he played.
boom.
Malik motor was ridiculous. He was missing free throws to get his own rebound. Like, that was his signature move. Like, he had a crazy motor.
And I've told Darrick 1,000 times of this story. I don't know if it's significant on the podcast, but I literally remember being a junior going into my senior year, and you have the summer league era where the entire basketball team,
All
every
of them are
grade level,
together, yeah.
we all doing what we do. We working out, everything was actually dope. I didn't realize in the time, but like looking back, that was dope that we was all getting our shit in together. But me and Ontario would peek behind the little curtain because the field house had the curtains. Darrick in there working. I'm talking about destroying anybody in his way, and we would go home every day like this. Please God, allow Darrick Miller to be moved up onto varsity because if you give us him, and because Tyler Zampa was like a finesse.
He's a
Laurie
European
Marketing.
big.
Yeah, he's not like a.
Y'all had two of those.
He's not a. Who was the other one?
Well, Larry isn't a big, but like
Nah, he's
Larry
just
wasn't on the
in
team
end
yet.
zone.
He was
Oh, he
younger
was-
than you, so he not on the team yet.
no.
No, he's older than us.
Larry Matus is older than
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
He was.
Oh, by a year?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so boom. Okay, so right, you were either. Oh, so Larry probably was with us. I'm sorry, but Larry was when
He
Larry
wasn't
got
big,
with
he's
us.
just taller.
Larry
wing.
was weak as hell to us when he first played with us.
Oh.
Larry had like a growth spurt sometime and became like 6'7", and then he had some shit, but he was just like a skinny little shooter. So nobody really was paying attention
Didn't
to
he
his
go
ass.
play D1 too?
Yeah, I think he went to like American. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, shout out to him.
But at the time, we was looking at Larry like another shooter. But Tyler didn't have the aggression. So we was like, man, if you put Tyler at the 4, you at the 5, me at the 3, Because they used to downsize me at the
Yeah.
4, but if you put me at the 3, that's a big ass lineup. We got like I was like what? It's probably 6'3" at that time. I'm sure you was probably what 6'5". Let you tell it. And Tyler Zampa was like a 6'5", so
He
we would have
was.
had a tough front line. But we used to, man. I wish Ontario was here to vouch how much we used to see you working with Coach Lottie, and you had this little mid-range jumper, and we'll peek behind you, would be giving Malik. Brand, y'all had another big. What was his name?
Debo.
Debo.
No. He was
Joe?
another. Yes, I forget his nationality, but you was working their ass. Then,
You'd have thought
The
he was
season
Joel
come.
Embiid.
yeah, that man Darrick was sitting next to I don't know who with his warm up on, and so then we moved our attention to Debo, and I remember Debo would come, and he would play JV. And when you had to go as a full team, and I remember being there early one morning. I'm tired. We played like Morton, so we had a long ass drive. I'm tired. I'm dozing off. Boom! What the hell? Debo just dunked on somebody. We like, oh hell yeah, forget Derek. Debo, we got to get Debo up here. But yeah, man, you had all of the tools. You just something was lacking.
It ain't too late. Your eligibility's still alive, man.
KB say motor, so motor was lacking.
You get into
wasn't
that
there every
gym,
day.
you might be able to go D2 right now.
But it's funny because the same thing we talking about is the same frustrations us three have had when we've gone to the gym and hooped.
Mhm.
Where it's like you'll go and you'll shoot nothing but jump shots. You'll go and you'll have 2 rebounds. You'll go and you'll not be able to guard anybody.
The imagination in
When
your
we
game
know you
crazy.
can. Because then we'll do a NBA draft combine and you crush the numbers.
Yeah.
You outdo all of us in every athletic testing tool that they have. You got the highest vert, longest wingspan, all the quickest feet. And then we go and play, and it's like, how the hell are you the one that gives us nothing? Motor. But who's your playmaker that stood out to you?
RJ Barrett when he's by himself.
RJ Barrett, when he's playing at home, has
Yeah.
been the best player of all time.
He
averaged
last night,
30
last
points.
night was crazy.
But Scotty Barnes is better.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes is better. But that stretch where Scotty and Quickly have been out.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett was phenomenal, and he's still playing good even with Scotty there. But like, I didn't know RJ had that ability to like lead a team, and like you saw the tools of him like leading a team, and like
They was losing.
they was losing, but they was
What they was doing.
they was
Sucking
sucking,
good.
but they was sucking good. That's what the Raptors have been doing all year.
They have been.
And RJ was a big reason for that during that whole stretch
Yeah,
of
he
them
was
being out.
until it came time to win the games, and then we saw
Yeah.
RJ Barrett shoot them long ass threes and
All by
stuff
design, my brother.
against the Nuggets.
Hey, he was trying to get his moment.
Yeah, he
he was
was.
trying.
Yeah, that's engraved in my
Who
brain
did
from this year.
they started the other rookie, Jacoby,
Jacoby
Walter.
Walters.
Yep.
and
Point
he
guard.
ended up having 12 points in that game, which is
Shout out
pretty
to
good.
Jacoby, man.
Um,
He
but
was
I
a
like
great
that.
interview for us.
Darko Rajakovic was asked about Scotty Barnes and his 3-point shooting, and I think last game he took 7, and Darko was like, I'm disappointed at 7. I want to see him shoot more.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, yeah, we suck. So let's develop Scotty Barnes' 3-point shot. Let him be Wembaynama. Let him shoot 12 3-pointers a game and just see if he could get better and better at that.
I mean,
all
Anthony
for it.
Edwards did it.
Right?
He just started just shooting them. They falling now. One thing about shooting them though, they do gotta fall. I don't know if Scotty could make them at the rate that Anthony Edwards do, but
I'm adding Trey Young too for like playmakers.
yeah.
I just been enjoying watching, and
He's
he's been
must-watch.
taking on a different role where he might not take as many shots as he did last year, but he's constantly just looking for people and trying to get people involved.
I
and-
think yesterday he overdid it though. He had a play where he was in transition with a breakaway layup,
He pulled a Ben Simmons.
and he
Yeah.
went up, and then he
Against
tried to
the
dump it off
Pelicans?
to the big, and Daniel Tice just stole it.
It was a 3-on-1 fast
Yes.
break, and he should have just laid
he
the
do
ball
be
up.
having a lot of times where he could just shoot, but he gonna look for that extra pass.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and I was like, oh, man. Luckily, nobody's watching this game, so nobody's going to
Yeah,
clip it.
I was,
on the
I was
internet.
watching it.
I was
live.
watching it, too.
I had a quad box going on, and I think at the time only 3 games was even on, but I still put it in the quad.
Well, you couldn't get that 4th game because it was the Bulls.
No, but you can. What happens is it was the Bulls, but usually what happens is when that happened, you can turn on watch game and you'll see like they're warming up.
Oh.
So I was waiting for what was the last game?
Lakers versus
Lakers
Yeah, I was
Minnesota.
waiting for that, and it just gave me a black screen. I guess it was so early that it didn't even register. And I was watching some other stuff, and I would see the Hawks and them and the Pelicans, and so I missed that play. But yeah,
Hey, is it over? Is our glorious king, is he washed?
No, because it's gonna give him a couple games. He's gonna have like one of those LeBron type games, and then it's gonna be back on the train.
here's a better question: if and when it's ever over, will you be able to sit here? Will any of y'all be able to sit here and admit to that?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe so. Because I said that as a joke. He had 10
For
points,
sure.
six turnovers, airballed 3 times.
Yeah.
Got
One of
crossed
the
over by
best
Dante DiVincenzo. It was maybe the worst game I've ever seen for LeBron, and I've been watching LeBron for 20 years.
And I
But
told
even
you,
with that said, I'm like, the day before they had 24-14. You know, it's
Yeah.
like
He still has his
Yeah.
games where you're like, oh, he still
it's
got
just
it.
weird to see that he's not top 10 anymore.
it's
Yeah.
very-
That's where we're at right now.
so let's be honest.
Mhm.
The reason I asked that is because one of the hardest things I had to do this year so far was make this All-Star ballot.
Yeah.
LeBron James is a guy that I was like, I did my thing, and I was like, oh, LeBron ain't in it? Like, it'd be all right. Said, no, won't be all right.
He's still 23, 8-8 or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it won't be all right. LeBron James is going to be in this. And then I had him, and I said, okay, LeBron James is in it. Said, no, there's no world where LeBron James ain't starting. So then I had to take LeBron, and I put him in the starter. Because it's just like,
Yeah, there's nowhere
It
he
is.
won't start, but
it's-
I'd have him as
it's
Yeah.
no world he won't start.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
he's
just-
gonna be a starter.
Which is crazy. So it's like, will we ever, if I don't think he's washed. He's
No.
definitely not the same LeBron, but if he were, I had to ask myself because during that game, it's a play y'all won't remember because it was very subtle. But LeBron did a move and made a pass across court, and it didn't have the same zip. And I would just remember that just watching and just stood out to me like, damn, that kind of like looked different. Like he couldn't. Usually what LeBron like to do is get past that defender as deep as he can. The reason I think it didn't have as much zip because he didn't get as far on the drive.
Oh.
He couldn't really explode, and then he threw it, and it just ain't like it usually
It kind of
does.
floated in the air a little bit.
And I was like, that's kind of different. And then KB, like a quarter later, put in the chat what he said, and I was like, oh man, so my eyes ain't fooling me. But I agree with Mike. Later on this week or next week, he's gonna do something where he closes out the game with 4 made threes and 6 possessions, and he's gonna do the crown thing, and we're all gonna be like, hey.
He's about to be 40.
LeBron could be putting up 6 points. He still would be an all-star.
I wonder, so somebody had put $10,000 on him scoring 10 points because he just scores 10 points every game. And that $10,000 netted him like $400, let's say. And I was thinking, what if you did that for the entirety of the streak that he's on? If you started with $1 and say that LeBron James is going to score 10, and then every time you win, you put that same money back on him scoring 10.
Oh, you'd be a millionaire.
You think
Over
so?
a millionaire.
Because
No,
how many
'cause the
games
odds,
we
They were
talking
doing-
the odds eventually got very bad. So
But even then, like this guy put 10,000 on it. He still
Made
netted
400.
I mean, like,
$400.
imagine at one point you were putting in like $1 million or like damn near close to it. Like, you're getting some of that back, and he's not. But the streak was like over 1,000.
Yeah. So you
So
got
you just
1,000
keep
plus wins in a
multiplying that
row.
over.
So it might be $1 million plus.
Because remember, they did the same thing with Detroit Pistons, and it
You
was
don't
like
think-
6 figures.
You think it's $1 million plus?
I think it is.
Because
They did the
over-
same thing with
over-
Detroit
Derek-
last year.
To Derrick's point, if KB said you put in $1,000 every time, that would
Yeah.
be different. But he
But
said
you're
you starting with
from
$1.
True. So $1 might turn into 140,
Yeah.
and then to 280, and then to 3. But it's
After-
1,000.
But it accrues, but it's not
after
like.
a while, it doesn't turn to that much because it's still LeBron James.
So it's like minus
It's
900,
It's
minus
probably
1,000.
it probably was always negative
yeah,
500
For sure. Yeah, at least
It
it's
was
negative.
never a time
I
where
think
it
the
was.
one where he won it was negative 1,800.
So yeah, but we going back to the
Yeah.
start. So the start as a rookie, it's definitely starting at negative 500. Rookie LeBron, there's no way that was ever plus money.
Yeah,
So it's like by the time, okay, that's rookie year. By the time you middle through the rookie year, it's negative 9.
You can't even put that option as like 10 points for LeBron on some of the shit.
And then yeah, you have some nights where it probably don't even pop up
True.
because it's
So 2007 is the last time he didn't score 10. So we taking 2007.
Okay, so
to
it ain't rookie
2024.
LeBron. Okay,
And even that's
that makes it even difficult. I mean, you're starting at probably how much was it? To the last
negative
time?
1,800.
that's
It was-
crazy.
Is it all?
Yeah,
probably
it might-
like
I'm
negative
not putting that on the
10,000,
sports book.
honestly.
If it's negative 1,800, why is it
Yeah.
even on?
In
Well,
2000
because somebody else put $10,000 on and they barely won. So they.
What about
it's, It's a chance.
What about the people who put some money on there before 2007?
Yeah, right.
And they missed it.
Yeah.
People
Like-
bet on stupid stuff. Like people were betting on Bronny to win Rookie of the Year. He's in the G League.
Yeah, people were betting that the Pistons won't win another game for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
like
that
they
This
didn't
is
have
why
30 left.
Divorce rates are high. because there's a woman who found out that her husband bet money that LeBron James is going to win Rookie of the Year. You wasting that hard-earned money that y'all could have used on the drapes or to redo the driveway on Bronny James winning Rookie of the Year. So
It's
now
not too late
she left you for your brother.
because the Lakers might sell.
And then we just roll Bronny out there for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm joking.
I saw my boy. Hey, speaking of who he played for the last couple games, I seen my boy JHS get some minutes the last couple games. Well, before last
Who
night.
is that? Nah.
Oh, finna
Bro,
say.
your face was just like whatever.
I saw Maxwell Lewis get some minutes last night.
How many points has Jalen Hood-Schifino scored in his career?
Youth development.
I would say
20.
I would say
25.
no.
20?
He's had games over 10 points.
That's why he doesn't play that much.
I'd say probably about like 70.
38 points.
Oh, shit.
You were pretty
He was
close.
close.
Oh, that's kind
I
of
tried
crazy.
to get him some leeway from last year.
He's super crazy, man. I want to see Jalen Hood-Schifino somewhere else.
Oh, the reason I asked that because Jaime Jaquez just scored his 1,000th point,
Yeah.
and somebody put like the screenshot of y'all
they one
drafting
pick away,
him
right?
over
Yeah.
Jaime Jaquez, and he had 28. Or at that point,
Hey, no,
24 points.
hell no. We're not going for that. Nope, not doing it.
It's so crazy.
Because if you watch Jalen Hood-Schifino in college, you'll understand why the Lakers did it.
It made sense a little bit last year. We was talking about getting the point guard. We had no time to develop him. Well, at least from their eyes, we had no time.
Yeah.
Can we go back to what Darrick said like 2-3 episodes ago?
About what?
With it being the most, you said it was the most important.
The most important deadline for the Lakers.
I don't think it is, because I think it's over.
Me too.
I think last year could have had the real conversation for it. But when you see Bron not being top 10 anymore, or Anthony Davis is kind of sputtering right now after that amazing start. I think he had an 18 point, 19 point. He had one great game in there. Didn't even last night where he had 12 or something like that. So the question is there anything that could be done on this trade deadline that's going to make you think they can beat OKC, or make you think they can beat Denver, or make you think they can beat all of the other plethora of teams out west? The answer is probably no. Because a lot of the times you go into a series with the Lakers, you say, hey, we got AD and Bron.
Yeah.
We got two of the best players in the entire series, and that's still going to be the case. But if things aren't – LeBron is not as effective as he was last year. The rest of the role players are just nothing but – like if you trade for Zach LaVine, do we look at the Lakers like this about to be the one? You trade for Jeremy Grant,
I look at the Lakers different. They have Zach LaVine. I'm sorry.
not enough to pit them over OKC? Like what's the odds of like them winning that series?
I'm obviously,
80-20?
OKC is that they're the heavy favorite, but – the thing about the Lakers that you can't count out is the fact that they have those two. Because, again, this season shows us why I agree with you, but there is certain times where I'm like, damn, this team this year has gone through stretches where they look like, oh, shit, you don't want to see them in the playoff series. And then they'll go on a 6-game stretch where it's like, oh, shit, we want them in the playoff series.
It's the same recipe for like the last couple of years.
So it's like, it depends on what's going on when we get to that playoffs. I hate to give that answer. If I was a betting man, I'm not putting no money on the damn Lakers to win.
Yeah.
But in
I
the
ain't
back
mad
of my
at you.
mind, I'm still like, there's just a slithery of a chance that they can do something. So if you get a Zach LaVine, it makes me a somewhat more confident.
But it goes back to your original question. But you were talking about Bron, but I think what you're doing is similar with the Lakers. Like, will we ever be able to say it's over for LeBron? And I think because we have Bron and because we have AD, we'll never completely close the window until it's actually done.
when they're playing
think-
like this.
Yeah.
Because Anthony Davis,
Yeah.
just like we saying, for the same with the team, there's these stretches. Now, if they're having a crazy stretch where it's just like, then I'll come on the show and shake your hand in unison and say this shit is super over. But it's hard to say that because they still give me games where it's like,
Anthony Davis.
Davis literally said, like,
he's
he's like, there's games where we look phenomenal, then there's games that we look like shit. Basically, he's talking about tonight. And I'm on both sides. I mean, like,
so with
there's
him
still-
saying that, my answer is no. But all I'm saying is there's still that slithery. I want that to be said.
is there still that slither chance?
Yeah,
Still
whenever-
that hope?
5%,
Whenever you say
2%.
we're a different team on any given night, that's bad. You're not a good.
It's
That's
not.
not good.
It's not. We don't have characteristics a lot that like a lot of these other teams have. Like we had a little stretch where we were shooting the ball hot. It's not been that case, and I really feel like our shooting gonna be up and down regardless. Defense is not there, and it's crazy because Anthony Davis, I feel like, is one of the best defenders in the league.
Yo,
Defense
KD
is just
said
not
something
there.
crazy on Twitter that I
What?
want y'all to think about for a second. I don't know if y'all saw it. He was talking to the homie Isaac, And KB said, I forgot what Isaac was saying, but KB was like, man, it's crazy. Y'all don't have no shooters or no athletes. Think about that. Usually you have one or the other.
You have one or the other. Y'all got neither.
Nope.
You
Oh, they
see
got
that?
Don't Connect.
Our most
That's it.
athletic person is,
You got
I mean,
one.
besides LeBron, is Rui.
But LeBron is fucking 40.
Yes.
And the fact that he's even conversation, well, he's a freak of nature, I guess. But the fact that he might be your best athlete is crazy to me.
Mhm.
And you see that in defense, obviously.
Y'all
You see that in
ass can't draft for
transition.
shit.
And it's
Well,
real.
no, I take that back.
We
Y'all
can
tried to draft
It's
shooters.
just
Y'all Max Christie was supposed to be a shooter.
we good at
Dog
getting
Connect a
talent. We
shooter.
just not good at talent that I guess always fits for us.
I'm be honest with you. My blame game, number one is Rob Pelinka.
Yep.
It has to be, bro.
It's been Rob Pelinka since
This whole time, since the Russell Westbrook
But,
thing.
but
Russell
because
Westbrook
they won a
thing.
championship in 2020, he's got this runway to do whatever the hell he want with the ownership.
Well, it's the championship. Before the championship, it's also Kobe. He has a real relationship. This isn't a guy they just hired.
Right.
They have he got the job because of the relationship. So
But he hasn't done much good in 3 years now? Like the Dog Connect pick, beautiful.
do they
Amazing.
credit him for getting LeBron? Is that on his resume as a Laker?
I
Or
feel
was
like it
that
was
I
kinda
feel
before
like
the
return.
transfer?
I feel
I
like
feel-
LeBron was going there regardless.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
That way,
No,
too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
sure he
do-
probably
do-
gonna say he had his hand in it. And
Okay.
like, he did what he did, but
I forget
I feel
the
like
timeline
LeBron
of
was
when
going.
he joined. He joined when Kobe was still alive. Rob Pelinka.
I could look it up.
And then they just gave him an extension too.
Right, that's what I'm
So-
saying. Are they trying to say, well, you gave us Bron, you brought us a championship, you got us Anthony Davis, like, because you'll sit there and convince yourself, what I'm
Yeah, for
saying, some
sure.
shit. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think it's Rob Pelinka's fault, and I think it's also just the tale of the Lakers, man. I think y'all do spot talent.
He did 2017.
Okay,
Okay.
Damn.
y'all right. It's almost been 10 years that
That's
fast.
kind of crazy.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Y'all, when you get LeBron James, it's such a tough thing because y'all don't have the money, but y'all also don't have the ability to develop. Jalen Hood-Schifino can't be anything. And I understand he hasn't done anything, but even if he did show any promise as a point guard, where was he ever really going to get the reps?
We didn't have no
Luckily-
LeBron
room
had
for
a
it.
ball.
Y'all realized that and got Dalton Connect. Y'all should have been Dalton Connect targeting every draft. That's how you got Austin Reeves. Let's get somebody who spent a bunch of time in college, won't really need development, but just an opportunity. Austin Reeves and
Hawkins
Dalton
would have been
Connect.
perfect.
Yeah.
He was a 4-year guy who was ready to come hoop.
So
immediately.
in retrospect, when I said, man, no, we ain't gonna say that because Jalen Hood-Schifino was decent in college. Yeah, you're right. They should have actually went that route because you should have known you wasn't gonna have the ability to develop a 19-year-old Jalen Hood-Schifino because y'all just don't do that on a LeBron team.
I was gonna say it's just part of it. Comes with the territory of having LeBron on your team. You always gonna be trying to get in that mix or trying to compete, and that's gonna hold some of that.
Same with
development.
Max Christie. He was a one and done teenager that you draft. It's like I like the idea, but if you're not going to develop them,
He just now getting reps this
yeah.
year.
Yes, which
I
is
can't
what,
even
year
really count all
4?
the reps he got the last year because I mean it's just so spotty minutes, and we talking about end of the game. This is like he's getting in second quarter. I know I'm getting in second quarter. I know what my job is like I have one of the defensive assignments to guard one of the perimeter players. Like this is his first time really doing that, and so like I can't fault him if he's not
I
A plus
agree.
at it.
That's why when people be talking about Jalen Hood-Schifino, I have that soft spot as well because it's not to say that Jalen Hood-Schifino on a different team is just this crazy star in the league, but it's like when guys don't get the proper development, it'd be hard to really just kind of look at them crazy. I look at the teams that drafted you. It's like the Browns. When the Browns went all of those years without being able to draft a quarterback, I don't blame all 20 quarterbacks. The Browns are the problem at that point. You
Yeah.
draft 20 people and they all ain't on shit. No, it ain't them.
That's how
It's
we
you.
felt with the
Now they
Bears.
got their quarterback, baby. Eat the W.
Hey, he said, in Jesus' name, I'm going to stop throwing pick sixes.
But luckily, the Lakers do have 3 first-round picks that will be intrigued by a lot of teams across the league at the deadline, and they have the salary contracts in order to go get somebody if someone is available. But
This is where Rob
those 3
Pelinka job
first-round
get
picks,
hard.
yeah.
Because
Do
do
you
you
trade
want
him?
to trade 31 when Bron is not looking like top? He's not going to be around at 2031. And the Davis is already in his 30s. So we talking, how many years down the line is that? 7 years down the
You
line?
trading that
I
for
don't
Jimmy
want to
Graham?
wanna
trade. I
trade that
don't want
away?
to trade the picks
Yeah,
unless
no.
it's
Because
like
if I'm
a
an
legit.
opposing GM selling, I want that pick. That
Yeah.
might be the most valuable pick you can get on the market.
Mhm.
I damn near will give you a star for that pick.
Yeah.
We'll give you
I
Zach LaVine for that
forget.
pick.
I just seen a name, but they was talking about like this could be the person that they bring in because he could be basically like the after LeBron still star there.
Oh,
Did you see
De'Aaron
it?
Fox?
No, it was
Was it Brandon Ingram?
It might have been Brandon Ingram. I
Oh,
think
the
it was
br-
Brandon
I
Ingram.
saw
Brandon
Brandon Ingram linked, but when y'all
The
said
bridge?
star, I saw De'Aaron
Yeah.
Fox too.
Oh,
Brandon
because
Ingram's
Brandon
only-
Ingram just signed back to
With
signed to Clutch.
Yeah.
So that's why he's linked to the Lakers.
So it's like the bridge between the
But
LeBron
they're
era
not
to
giving
the
up
everyday
that
Joe.
pick for Ingram.
There's no reason to. Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
reason
I
to.
hope
in that.
not.
It would
That's
be
why I
like
thought it was
one of the
somebody
dudes
else.
that may not be available, not the dude that's been shopped around for a year or 2 years straight. You know, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw De'Aaron Fox link. I'm not saying it's true or that
That'd
it's
be
gonna happen.
crazy.
I did see that teams are monitoring De'Aaron Fox's situation.
Oh, so you saw it too? Yeah,
So yeah, I
because
mean,
they ain't look good this year.
at all.
especially
rough.
a lot of people were saying this. What I was reading in the reports because he declined that extension in the summer, but he declined that extension in the summer because he's going to get more money.
Yeah, it had
It's
nothing
also-
to do with Sacramento.
Yeah.
It's just it's more lucrative to just wait.
Yeah, he knew he was going to. If he can have an All NBA season, he would now be qualified
But also,
for a certain amount of money.
coincidentally, they ain't having a good season.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a terrible season. They suck.
Yeah, right now they're 9-12. They lost their last 2. They've blown a couple leads. Malik Monk is now the full-time starter. They played against the Spurs.
And
And
Vic was
Wemby
dogging it.
dominated that fourth quarter, boy.
And that was
Oh,
that was
man.
the game
Trip
that
dub.
Yeah.
I wasn't all the way locked in, but I was keeping track of the score. And then like I seen the Kings was majority of the game.
Wasn't the Kings wearing them ugly ass jerseys in that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, stop
I
wearing
actually
them
don't
jerseys.
mind those jerseys.
I hate those jerseys, bro.
It was the one play down the stretch where Wemby got an offensive rebound, but he kind of grabbed Sabonis around the neck to grab the
Yeah.
board, and the Kings commentators were so pissed. And that was it. That was like the rebound to secure the game or whatever.
What
I'm
they were
just-
saying.
Basically, that was a foul, but like more boisterous about it because it's their team and everything.
I saw Vic running a break, and he threw a lob to Stephon Castle. I'm like, oh, shit.
yeah.
I'm like, he too.
Area 51, baby.
I was like, being 7'6" and being able to do that is insane.
How
If
many
I-
centers in basketball have been better than him this season?
Jokic and
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis.
Is that it?
I think it's a conversation.
Some people gonna say Vooch.
Boots is not having a better season than Wemby.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw.
Oh, Big Purr.
Oh
Big
yeah,
Purr's been having
Cat
offensive
definitely
season.
got
I'm
some
my boy had in
conversations.
that ring.
He can be in the ring. His ass getting knocked out though.
My boy can shoot.
He definitely
Another
can
big
shoot.
thing in that game too, when Chris Paul hit that 3, I'm
Oh,
like,
that
oh,
was my
okay.
Hey, Chris Paul in that
man.
fourth quarter, he turned back the clock a little
Oh,
bit.
man,
The
I'm
whole
just-
timeline was Chris Brown. Chris Paul up.
Listen,
But hey,
we talk about floor raisers with James.
Talk
We
about
talk
the-
about nearly a 40-year-old point guard here.
the
This is
budget,
your
ball,
raising
Yeah.
floor.
budget baller from last episode, 10 $10 million a year for that.
this is true.
Help your team get
I
a
wonder
little
what he gonna do next.
record
season.
above 500.
He should just go back.
He's gonna go back to the Spurs.
Just chill.
Or just go to another young team. Just keep
No,
adding to the
go to the
resume.
Spurs,
go
man.
to the Bulls, baby. Come
Hell
on.
no.
You, Kobe
Please
White.
don't.
They do got the AAU connection.
That's what I'm
Please
saying.
don't. Please
You
don't.
remember when the Bulls blew a 24-point lead to OKC when
Yeah.
Chris Paul was there and they took
Stay
pictures
with
with
the
him
Spurs,
afterwards?
Chris.
Come on, man. No, we got Josh.
Or do you go
Giddey.
ring chase?
That's why you stay with
That's
the Spurs.
that's never. I was gonna say that's never worked. But yeah, the Spurs might be the place because right now they're
Or
the
he
10th
might,
seed.
he might say, "Hey Shay, I want to come back."
Oh hell no! Don't do that.
What are you gonna do? Playoff ball finally?
Right.
He got to go to a place where he
At
can.
least the
still be
Spurs
done
still
done.
have a little opening.
But you know what? Stephon Castle's been playing on ball a lot this season since he's become a starter, and Chris Paul has been pretty okay with being the one more guy,
Yeah,
just swinging it, boom, making the right play here, there.
I think that's just.
That's
he's
part of
probably
being a
just-
game
yeah.
manager. You don't be needing the ball to be a game manager.
I
too.
don't know how you
Yeah,
let.
he's giving Stephon Castle them reps.
I don't
and
know
he's
how
not
you let
taking away from
Stephon
him.
Castle go to 4, man. Don't know how you let him do it.
He said he wanted to be a point guard, and we thought that Chris Paul was that he wouldn't be a point guard, but he's been great too, man.
Mm.
Area
all-
51 is also an amazing nickname.
It
for those
is,
two.
especially because the alien shit with Vic. But Area 51 is KB.
Would that be?
It's where they filmed the moon landing.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. I didn't know that.
That's why if you try to go over there, your ass will be shot down. They're not gonna ask any questions. Put your hands up. You get close enough, you just hear "fop."
And you know, Area 51 got that reputation. You gonna say he went near Area 51? Well, I mean, you can't really say much if that happened.
I've been around Area 51B.
What?
It sound like a damn.
That's for the
Storing them
one
all.
Simpsons fan that's watching this episode that get in a very obscure reference.
Hey, did you
Which
see
is gonna be
Family Guy's
nobody.
gonna have
They're
like
gonna Google it. It'd be like
Family
Kenny
Guy's
Allen.
coming back to Adult Swim or something like that, so they have like all day marathons coming up.
Oh, Adult
Really?
Swim is still a thing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very much so.
They still going live. They still got anime. They still got everything.
Penny be watching it.
The Simpsons have been on for so long
Yes.
that Millhouse's voice actor literally retired. She's 70-something years old. Because he's like, I can't do it no more. I'm done. You go find somebody else.
AI.
No. They actually got. They're gonna.
Bro,
get
you know
somebody
what?
else.
It surprised me when they do their TV shows and they see the people that do the voice and they do like 4 people on the show. And I'd
Yes.
be like, damn.
That's how The Simpsons is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she did him. She did Jimbo, and she did one other character.
The Family Guy's only
But
one
no,
person.
the person who the main lady did like Bart and multiple other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, does she still do it? Because
Yeah,
she got to be
she's
old as
still
hell now
there.
too.
Almost everybody else is still there. Like Mrs. Krabappel's character passed away, so she passed away on the show too. They're not gonna keep the character alive, the person that was voicing it passed away. And then Troy McClure, he died like in the 90s. They cut his character out in like season 6 because he died. So if you are still alive, most of the time you're still working with The Simpsons, which is kind of crazy, man.
The Simpsons I've been watching The Simpsons all my life. Yeah. So much that the first era of Simpsons that I grew up on, Homer had a different voice.
Yeah.
His voice was god awful.
I watch it every night for like the past 5-6 years, right? And I told my wife that seasons 3 through 12 is my sweet spot. That if I close my eyes and she randomly put on an episode, like it could be 6 minutes in, give me 10 seconds, and I could tell you exactly what episode it was. And I went 4 for 5.
I can do
Which
that
one
with
did you get?
Futurama.
I got which ones I got right? This is like a month ago. I
Or
know for
which one
sure
you
I got
got
Homer the
wrong?
Smithers. One of the Treehouse of Horrors, because I don't remember the numbers. I could tell you it was a Treehouse of Horror. I could tell you.
Would it be better if they didn't have it in Roman numerals and they were just like the numbers next to it?
Low key. yeah. But it's a fun game. If you're really into a TV show, like I know some people watch The Office exclusively. Can you name the episode?
I could do that
5
with
seconds to say?
Futurama. My girl actually,
not right now, currently with The Office.
Right.
But
my girl,
eventually.
she got us a picture. Like she was about to order or whatever. But
Fresh Prince.
It's basically just like me and her in a Futurama world, and we got like Lakers jerseys on, and we're like Futurama characters.
Oh, she got you that?
She had made it on the little site or whatever. She's got to order it.
Oh, that's dope.
It's definitely cute.
That's dope. What season is when did Maggie shoot Mr. Burns?
Yeah, that
that's
was
like a later
season
episode.
6 finale, season 7 opener.
So that's
Who-
in your
who
sweet
shot
spot.
Mr.
Yeah.
Who shot Mr. Burns? Yeah. Yep. Actually, I watched that episode.
That's where
last
you get
night.
that meme from, where it's that lady pushing Marge out to get like whatever, and it's like when you're at a barbecue and you telling your significant other to go get a plate, but say it's for you. You ain't never seen that meme
No.
before?
Mm-mm.
That's when they are like all outside on
I love that episode.
doing that little reception. or
I love
whatever.
that episode when Bart
Well,
got
when
an
that
evil
happened
twin.
in real time, it was like a real competition. Couldn't you guess who shot Mr. Burns? Because they set it up to have all of these different people that were suspects.
Mhm.
And at the end of the episode, I think it was Chief Wiggum. He looked right into the camera and say, "Can you solve it?" Or someone said that to Mr. Chief Wiggums, and he was like, "I guess." But it was like breaking the fourth wall to the people at home, and the people were writing letters. It was a full competition. This was like early '90s, and I don't know how many people got it right, but nobody expected it to be the fucking baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some cool conspiracy theories for the Simpsons.
You might have to have a
Walk
little
in-
Simpsons episode.
Come on, bro.
One of my favorite episodes.
I'll walk in here in yellow face.
When
Whoa.
Homer gets in trouble because he's like, I think he's dropping off the babysitter and she's sitting in the car and she's sitting on a piece of candy. So when she gets up, he tries to get the candy, but it's like on her ass. So it looks like he's
Yes,
trying to,
yes. That's some incredible writing, bro.
Yeah.
Because they tried to make it look all bad and shit.
He really just, bro, he
really
really
wanted,
trying
but
to
he
get the
looked like a
candy.
creep though.
Yeah.
It did like
They cut to him and he's drooling with his hand
Yes.
reached for the ass.
yeah. Or I also like the one where Homer become I almost cursed. He become a hippie. He off the weed.
Oh,
They
yeah.
make the weed drink
Yeah.
and shit. He just in it.
Yeah.
That way getting.
When I was a kid, when I first saw that, I didn't understand it, and then I did. Where like he was high and he was just watching his daughter play the saxophone. It's like when you high, you just be doing shit.
Or when, what's his name? Barney's like, Homer ain't always used to be like this. And it goes back to like before Homer started drinking, he was like the perfect student.
Yeah.
He had his beer and then his whole life just turned upside down.
Yeah.
What's the dude name that got the comic book shop?
Comic book guy.
Oh, duh, comic book guy. But the episode where he had like a hidden theater, you go through the wall art on the wall, the poster.
That's when he had the heart attack, and then
Yes.
Bart and Millhouse had to take over.
They were so sad,
and they were
shit, yeah.
showing illegal movies.
And
And
D-Mill don't
They
know
got
none
caught.
of
you
this.
don't know none of it.
You don't?
Nah.
Oh,
gotta lock in.
man, bro.
There are certain TV shows that I wish I could rewatch for the first time. The Simpsons is on that list. Just the whole thing through and through, one time. It's still so funny.
Hey,
bro.
comic book guy. His name is comic book guy. Hell
guy,
no. Hell no, boy. Yeah, shout out.
He got
Shout out.
married in the later seasons.
He did?
Mhm. They had
Damn.
a kid recently in a new episode.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, we're going to do our NBA All-Star ballot. We're going to redraft the top overall picks for the last 10 years, and we're going to play who he played for. Stay tuned.
Why should you bet with Caesars Sportsbook? 2 words, Caesars Rewards. Every bet brings you closer to the type of benefits only Caesars can offer. Hotel stays, VIP experiences, sports and concert tickets, and more. It's not just an app, it's an empire.
I think we start off with the fun part. Who he play for?
Bet.
Yeah, the All-Star ballot gonna stress me out. It was too tough.
Mike, should we go in order? I give y'all each one, or do we want to say the first to the buzzer? How do we want to play it?
Who
This
do
is
first
first
buzzer?
Yeah.
It's only 10 names here, so it's not going to take a lot of time. The first one. What team does Isaac Jones play for?
Oh, he plays for the Rockets. No.
Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento
Yes, he
Kings
was
is
just
correct.
playing
1
center.
point.
He was just guarding
Yeah.
Vic the other night. Damn.
Number 2, Mike didn't even think. He didn't even open his mouth.
I literally just
You
thought
didn't
it.
even act like you knew.
I swear I seen a Jones the other night.
They got 2. They got Kobe and Isaac on the team.
Shout out to Kobe Jones.
Number
Still-
2,
Still a believer.
Jameson Battle.
Oh, Raptors.
Raptors is correct. JT Thor.
Cavs.
All right, Pierre's done. He's got third of the list is done. Pierre cannot participate anymore. KJ Simpson.
Oh, he plays.
The
He's got
Hornets.
some big minutes. Come on, bro.
Okay,
He's done. He's done.
Okay,
Cut his
okay.
mic.
It'd
No
be,
more.
it'd be crazy because like you can see I've seen these dudes, but like
He had a
you
good game
remember-
against the Knicks last week.
What number is he?
I don't
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
know.
How does he look?
He's light skinned.
Okay, you know.
What college he went to?
I don't know.
Colorado.
They had 3
I quit.
first
I
round
quit.
picks. All right, Mike, D. Mills,
And
Cody Williams, Patty Mills.
KJ Simpson was the first round, was he?
Patty
Actually,
Mills.
don't know.
Patty Mills back in Utah.
Patty Mills is back in Utah. Mike, are you going to contribute to this game at all?
I
At
guess
least,
not.
at least make some noises to make people think you're thinking.
Bet.
All right, bet. Number whatever. Trey Alexander.
Oh, he played for
said-
the
There you
he
go.
played for the
There you go. Yeah, make people think that
he
you
played for the
think
Pelicans.
it. Nah, it was
I'm
incorrect.
gonna jump in case they both can. I'm gonna let their
Um,
guess though.
Trey, Atlanta.
No.
No, Trey Alexander is funny though. When y'all was doing y'all combine at the
You see?
no.
Oh
What
no,
was
no,
it
no.
at?
It was at McCormick Place.
No, it wasn't. It was where the Sky play. Wintrust.
I wouldn't trust.
Trey Alexander was sitting courtside watching y'all laughing.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all peeped or remember. He plays for the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm. Next one. Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
He plays for the Pelicans.
Mike is on the board.
That layup.
That was the easy one. I don't even know if that was on the list for real.
It was. Have you got one right?
yeah.
Who?
Patty Mills. Boom.
Yeah.
All right. Colin Gillespie. Who he play for, y'all? See,
I'm
we
gonna
watching
go
them
with,
basketball. I'm going to go give you
The
Garrett Temple.
Jets.
Huh?
I mean, not the Jets. The Nets. I meant to say
The
Nets.
Jets is
I meant to say Nets.
crazy,
I meant
bro.
to say Nets.
I mean, it's wrong, but the Jets.
Say his name
What
one more
position you
time.
play?
Wing.
Free safety. Colin
Oh.
Gillespie.
Who was a point guard, by the way.
Oh.
I'm gonna say the Wizards.
Incorrect.
I honestly don't know this one. I just seen
Y'all
him
want to get
though.
more guesses, or y'all just want the
He
answer?
played. No, think of a team that's banged up. He was playing.
It's a good way to think about it.
He don't still play for the Nuggets.
Mm-mm.
He was playing for a team that was banged up, bro. I
They
remember.
recently got healthy, but they were banged up for
The
some time.
Raptors.
They were really good, and then they lost a bunch because they got banged up.
Oh, the Suns.
The Suns is correct.
Yes, there you go.
good call.
Youngji Chui.
Oh, that's the
This
the
guy.
Grizzlies, right?
No,
This guy for the Nets.
that legitimately might be racist, by the way.
This guy for the Nets.
Yes, he plays for the
great. Hey, that's crazy.
he heard something along them lines and said, "Oh, that's dude that be with y'all."
That's insane.
Play for the Nets though.
He scored his first NBA bucket last night against the Bulls, and I was
Shout
like,
out
I
to
had no
him.
idea he existed. So,
So-
y'all not wrong in that.
In a week where I feel like I wasn't super locked in, y'all showed me that I was like that. Because EJ season started, I feel like I was doing a
Oh
lot of
my
running
God.
around. But okay, I'm still
Yuki Karamura is who you
good at
thinking
my
about.
job.
Yes.
They be chanting Yuki,
Yes, they
Yuki
do.
for him to check in.
They,
Do you know what they
but
say when he hit you with a move, right?
Yukio.
They say he just sent you to the shadow realm.
You
Do they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they don't. They don't, but they should though.
Is that also
Yes,
racist?
I think so. That's why I said, are you for real?
No, how's that? Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yuki.
Oh, I thought it was Yugi.
So no, it ain't racist. We ain't gonna put that
Okay.
racist.
But what you did, 100%. Last one,
Like-
Wendell Moore.
He plays for the
Oh.
Timberwolves.
No, he used to. He's actually playing real
Hey,
rotational minutes.
I hate this. I
'Cause I
hate,
seen
He plays
that.
for.
hold on, no, wait. I hate this right here. This I've seen every name that's been here.
Wait,
I know. If he ain't say it right there, it was on the tip of my tongue.
No.
Hold up, let him get a guess, because he's swearing he knowing half of these guys.
Because I was looking at it, I was like, who is dude? And
Oh
then
hell no.
This is year
Oh,
3
hell
of his
no.
career.
Oh hell no. Hell no. Who is this dude for Wendell Moore?
Yeah.
Now, let me not act like maybe everybody not tapped into Wendell Moore. You would the shit you doing the same shit over there. Oh.
Charlotte?
No.
Nets?
No. Give a guess.
Atlanta.
No.
I don't
Detroit
know.
I
Pistons.
see this
Detroit
dude.
Pistons.
Oh yeah, he is on the Pistons. I see this dude all the time. I
Y'all
knew
let
he
us
was
know
on
in
a.
the
I knew he was
comments.
on a weak ass.
How many of y'all knew those 10? For what it's worth, I would have went 10 for 10.
Well, you made the list.
Hey,
I mean, even if you
Good
came
stuff.
with the exact same list, I would have got 10 for 10.
Okay, who does Triorier play for, Darrick?
Who?
Yeah, that's the same. Who?
he plays for the Lakers.
Oh, he had a big dunk yesterday.
He did. He wouldn't go get that.
He was.
I didn't even know how you pronounce his name because I was playing without sound, or watching without sound.
His brother gonna be a lottery pick.
Yeah.
Speaking of brothers, every time I see Cam Christie out there, I be like, "You look just like your damn brother."
What team Cam Christie play for?
He's in college.
He was last year. He's in the NBA now.
Cam Christie definitely be checking in. He had a move the other night. I was like, he low key got some he moved good on the court.
Where they from?
Chicago.
Rolling Meadows, but yeah. Did we watch
we
the
was at a-
youngest brother play last year at that Christmas tournament?
That was
It was.
Cam Christie, I thought.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
No.
No,
Was
no,
that
no.
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Okay.
2 years ago, that was Cam Christie.
And now he in the league?
Yeah.
I feel like he ain't do nothing in the 2 games.
Would
I
it help
watched
if I
him last year.
say that him and his brother they stay in the same place?
Oh, so they both in LA?
So
Yeah, they
Well,
literally
you
like the
Clipper?
same. They have the same apartment,
Oh.
so they could both go to the game together.
they say they live together or in the same building?
Same building.
Okay. I'm about to say, damn. No way I'm a multimillionaire.
Don't
Like,
the Wagner brothers live like that?
me and Bud multimillionaire. Right, but they have a house, I would assume. They don't live in an apartment, do they? The Wagner brothers?
I don't know nothing about the
Porzingis and
Christies.
Jaylen
I don't know
Brown
what
live
they
in the
doing.
same building.
Nah, I hear that all the
Building or-
time. The
Wow.
same building.
Oh.
They
But-
carpool together.
Me and my multimillionaire brother living in an apartment. Boy, if you don't go get your own unit,
And across the hall, and, you know,
Yeah.
he can still be close.
You know what? That kind of makes sense for Jaylen Brown. If he's like a single dude without a family, why would he need a big ass mansion?
I feel like
that's how a lot of the athletes are.
That's
because
actually-
they mansion the condo is damn near a
our
mansion.
cousins know that. The twin cousins, they live in the same
Nah.
building, but
Oh,
they
they
don't
do?
live in the same
I didn't know they
apartment.
lived in the same
That
building.
sound like some sitcom stuff.
Yeah.
That's
And
exactly
sometimes she
what it
say,
sounds like.
one of them says she look across to see if her sister home, and they just be like, "Hey,
I did not know. I thought they lived together. So,
same
okay.
building, same building."
Wow.
And it's easier to get out of a building if you trade it or whatever than having a $15 million house.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just do what Josh Harden and Larry Nance did. They just traded
Switch
houses.
What if I get traded for some weak dudes who
His house not as nice.
Yeah, his house not as nice.
He's just living in normal suburbia.
He get the actual upgrade because y'all
Well,
trading
shit,
houses.
if your ass getting traded that much, you shouldn't be buying no raw ass house.
Yeah, that's
Save
true.
your money.
I wonder what percentage of players are renters versus buyers.
Hopefully,
Because if I'm Ish Smith, I may have one house
Yeah,
that
Ish
I
Smith,
have,
yeah.
boom.
but I'm not having a house in Charlotte and then getting traded to this team. to
Hopefully,
Denver.
95%. Because only the 5% should be thinking that they lifers.
Because like
The rest of
Jaylen
y'all,
Brown, is he already knowing that there's a chance he's leaving? Is that why he hasn't bought a
Nah,
house?
I just think what you say. He's a single bachelor. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's single, but he doesn't have any kids as far as we know.
Yeah.
So it's like, why? Yeah, why do I need a backyard? Why
That's-
not be in the heart of the city, in a skyrise, hella views,
and again, I'm
doorman? and all
going to
that stuff.
say,
security in those houses or those places are amazing
Yeah.
compared to having your own house.
legitimately.
Like Bobby Portis, Mike Conley, these people just got their house broken into, living in
Yes, he
suburbia.
did.
Did you read more into that too?
Mm-mm.
They're saying that like they're a specialized ass group that's like they do this robbing stuff
Because
So,
they
like,
had camera footage of them and
They
stuff.
was like,
Oh, it's the same group.
yeah. They said like they're
Damn,
doing it
that's
while the
kinda
people like
crazy.
the while
Players are
Bobby
in the
Portis
game?
is
At
in
the
the game.
game, yeah.
Yeah, like they
And then they took their ass to Minnesota and did it to Mike Conley.
yeah. I mean, they hitting where the money is, right?
That could just be two different groups though. Let's not give.
Maybe it's this big ass organization that just got the best robbers and stealers ever. It's like a movie.
Is that who hacked your
My Twitter?
And so they were trying to sell Bobby Portis's iPad via your Twitter?
It's been a month and I still get people tweeting like, "Where's my MacBook?"
Oh yeah, people ask me all the time.
But no, the last thing I wanted to say, I be seeing like little videos and stuff. It be $1 million condos. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
they be
yeah,
hella
yeah.
expensive.
Condos
So,
are very nice.
You know,
Oh yeah, I'll be looking at some of them penthouse videos in the city. I'd be like, oh shit.
I would definitely take that over a mansion if
Yeah.
I was an NBA player.
Let's get to the way too early All-Star ballot. Was this difficult for y'all?
Very.
It was.
But I got to a certain point where I said, you know what?
It's the way too
Somebody
early
getting
ones.
left. Yeah, somebody getting left out. It is what it is.
Yeah, we're not projecting, right?
Yeah.
We're not saying that this is what it's going to be in February. I know we always got to say that for the people at the crib. Let's start with the Eastern Conference because I thought that the starters were pretty easy.
Yeah, the Eastern Conference was like the least headache of them all.
I agree.
I'll go on my starters. I got LaMelo, Brunson, Tatum, Giannis, and Cat.
Wow.
Wow.
I had Brunson, Donovan Mitchell,
Same.
Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Karl Anthony Towns.
Wow.
I have LaMelo, Donovan, Tatum,
Would
Giannis,
you started Franz?
Cat.
I started Franz
Oh,
I couldn't.
couldn't
wait,
do
Franz
it.
over Tatum or Giannis?
over Cat.
That's why I couldn't.
Over Cat?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
So
couldn't
I
do
got
it.
Brunson, Mitchell, Wagner, Giannis, Tatum. That's my 5.
Not
Oh,
mad
man.
at it.
I like that.
My next group is LaMelo, Jaylen Brown, Franz, Siakam, and Mobley.
I tried to get Siakam in there. I couldn't because I had to be biased here.
Mm.
Yeah, I have.
You biased where? Tell us.
I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead.
I have.
Hold up. I want to hear this. See, I'm
Nah,
saying
let
go
me hear
ahead. He said, I had. You gonna give yours.
My second unit is Garland. It's Ball. It's Towns because I didn't have him as a starter. It's Jaylen Brown. And it's Big Voots. Bah, bah, bah. Second most
That's
efficient
why I
player
had to let
in
him
all
go
of
there.
basketball
That's why I
this
had to let him
season.
go.
Shooting 40-something% from 3. He's killing the game. I can't have him off my ballot even if it's not realistic that he would actually make it.
Yeah, I didn't. I you know what's funny? I considered him, but then I was like, let me be for real.
That's good balance. Somebody has to be for real.
Like
let
I
somebody
really
else.
considered it. I was like,
should- yeah, no,
Vooch
he-
had a
he
great
is-
first month of the season.
Him and Zach LaVine should be in consideration.
Yeah,
Not saying they would make it, but they deserve to be at least in consideration.
and if they continue, if they become a better, one of them was gonna make it.
Let's hope that both of them are off the team by All-Star break.
True. Yeah.
True. I had the same. Well, not the same. I had Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Jaylen Brown, Franz, and Evan Mobley.
Shout out to Emo.
Yeah.
He was on my one from 2 weeks ago because I did this on my podcast. But I just did some substitutions to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
My last two is Darius Garland and Cade Cunningham.
I have
I'm glad
Trey- I
Cade
have
is up there
Trey
because I got
Young
Cade as my
and
last.
Cade Cunningham.
Wow.
I got Dame, Brunson, Jaylen Brown, Franz, Evan Mobley, Cade, and then Trey Young.
Dame has been having a very good season.
I got Lillard
under-
as one of my wild card
Yeah.
spots. He's been very good this year.
Yeah, he has.
been.
And now he did go through that stretch where he was not so great. But since then, he's like averaging 11 assists per game during
Yeah.
their win streak. He's shooting it very well. So I have him as a wild card spot.
You know what I noticed about their win streak? I went to a stat site, and I use this site because it allows me to see minutes distribution. And their substitution pattern is different over the 6-game winning streak, where, out of the 5 games Giannis played in, so it was different in the one game that Giannis didn't play because Doc, I guess, was going to lean on Dame a little bit more. But I think they've nailed it where they start the game and majority of the in-between quarters is Dame, and then the top of and last is like Giannis. And I looked at it and it was very different than what it was to start the season. And I like it. Whereas like Giannis kind of plays most of the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last game against the Wizards, I think he played the entire first quarter. And then that second quarter, he's starting off on the bench, and Dame is going to play the first 6, 7, or 8 minutes. And then Giannis will come in the last 5 or so, and then they'll do the same thing the third, and then the same thing the fourth to mirror the first half. And when you look at the first so many games, it didn't look that way.
They also reverted back to letting Brook play complete drop coverage instead of like the high drop.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
It's like they do that every beginning of the year.
Yes, bro.
It's like they try to change it up.
They're like 14th in defense. And if they can say 14th in defense with this level of offense,
Yeah.
Who knows? You know.
I mean,
For
that's
real.
kind of a similar substitution pattern that Dame had in Portland, where I think his was a little different, where he played the whole first, and then CJ McCollum came in and played that beginning of the second. Then Dame went out, and like that's kind of maybe that's what he likes to do. Maybe he wants to have stretches where it's just him,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have to play with another ball dominant player.
Also, my other wild card spot, because I wanted to give love, Tyler Hero.
Tyler
Yeah.
Hero's on my thing
Yeah.
for consideration.
He definitely deserves. He's definitely like the only punch of offense over there in Miami.
It's bad. But we've already talked about this, right? I don't even know what else we can really say about it. The question is, I saw Pat Riley was on the OGs, and he was just talking about how tough it is for him to make trades, where he said, like, there's, 8 former Miami Heat players that are on the coaching staff or work within the organization because he has that type of connection with players. And that's respectable and all. But damn it, Pat, they trying to win games. You cannot be attached to, give me a random role player for the Miami Heat. DeLon Wright right now.
Hayward Highsmith.
Well, you could be attached to him. He's good.
DeLon Wright plays for the Bucks.
Oh, fuck.
Josh Richardson.
You can't be attached to Terry Rozier right now. How about that? Because he's been asked.
Yeah,
He
Taylor
ain't no
Jones actually
lifer.
a good one.
They ain't draft him in development. They just
You
traded
can't be
him.
attached to Duncan Robinson right now. There
Boom,
we go.
boom, boom. Perfect. That is a
there we go.
perfect
That's a
one.
lot better. That's
Because
a
he
lot
will
better.
definitely be on their coaching staff when he's done. He would definitely
Shooting
be
coach.
a
Shooting
shooting
coach.
consultant.
Shooting coach. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah. Anyway, any other players I want to give love to for the Eastern Conference?
Yeah, Scotty Barnes, he missed some time, but
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes. Tyrese Maxey. I know
Yeah,
the
missed some
76ers have sucked, but
Mhm.
outside of Jerry McCain, Tyrese Maxey was giving them some
He was.
hope at the beginning before Paul George was like, I got this overtime against the Suns. I have that ingrained in my brain because of you
Same.
betting on that game.
Same.
That was his first game back, wasn't it, too?
Yes.
And then
That cold ass water.
Right. You got that at the vending machine?
It was sitting in your car.
It was.
yeah, I got one in my car too.
You also got Dunkin' Donut
Hey.
wrappers all over your car.
Yeah.
Did you
D-Man,
get-
now what
Yeah.
we
He said
tell
I
you
do.
about
It's in the
that?
fridge.
What
But,
we tell you about that,
thank you, bro.
D-Mill?
Oh, yeah. Happy belated to our boy Austin.
Because
We couldn't say it
was you
because
there?
he wasn't here for the start of the show, but Austin is 22? 23,
23,
man.
Jordy, yeah.
I never
I remember
realized
my
how
23s.
how young Austin is until you say his age out loud.
I don't
I thought
think
he
he
was
was
younger.
there.
You thought he was younger?
Well, he started working with us when he was, 20?
Thank you.
21?
Can you do
I don't
something
know why
for me?
I thought he was still 21.
He's like Jason Tatum of
Well,
podcast.
we took him somewhere. That lets you know he passed 21.
He said it was rappers all over his car. Like garbage.
You bringing that back?
No.
No, I walked past Derrick Carr when I pulled in, and he had Dunkin' Donuts in his
Yeah.
car. I was like, okay.
I had it this morning.
Hey.
Yeah, I do the same shit.
Hey. Oh, okay. You had it this morning. Okay. Because I was going to say, me and Mike used to get in that car, and it wasn't shit that he had that day or maybe that week.
That's what I'm saying. We had hey, when you get into the car, you shouldn't have to make your way. Like, and make space.
Did he have a smoothie sitting on the
A
floor?
Oh yeah,
milkshake.
he
A
stuffed on a
milkshake.
milkshake.
You know,
No. How fucking insane is it that a milkshake was sitting on your back floor?
It is pretty fucking insane.
hey, you know, do y'all know when you had a beef from Italian beef from Portillo?
In the wrappers?
It come in that plastic
Yeah.
bag first.
Yeah,
He
bro.
took those bags and stuffed it with other garbage.
I did.
That's
so-
how many beefs you was eating back then?
No, those bags just fit a lot.
Oh, so you were taking them from work as your
Yeah.
garbage bags. Okay.
No,
I thought
you're
you was
not-
eating
you're
the
not
beef
taking
and
them
then
from work as individual garbage.
He gonna sit up there and tell you that fucking lie like you stupid. He gonna sit up there and tell you that fucking lie like you fucking stupid.
I believed it. I took his word for what it was.
He gonna sit up there and look you in your eye as your not even friend. We all past friends at this point. He gonna look you in your
Oh,
fucking
man.
face and tell you that damn lie
No, I
like
was-
you was born
So
yesterday.
you was really eating them and
I was, and then I would use, and I would fill the bag up with the garbage.
But mind you, it's a cake shake in his bag. It's a burger bean in his bag. It's the actual beef aluminum foil and fries and barbecue sauces and ketchup. It's all type of shit. It's literally a fucking tornado. He got hit by a tornado in the fucking Portillo's drive-thru. Shit that you ain't even know on a fucking menu at the time, because this is like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Portillo's got ribs? I didn't fucking know they had baby back ribs. The fuck? Portillo's got fucking fettuccine? When? The fuck you get Alfredo?
Do you think you've tried everything on the menu?
Yes.
If he had to think about it, he think about the stuff
Probably.
he didn't have.
Yeah,
The only thing I think he probably didn't have is a tamale. But
No,
he
I've
probably
tried the tamale.
There we go. What do you, off the top of your head, what was the least favorite thing on the Portillo's menu?
I wanted a
Salads.
pastas. No, I actually love the chopped salad.
Remember he was
The
doing
chopped salad is amazing.
I'll never forget you did a food review for Portillo's. You got a bunch of food and you trying. You pull something out. You say, "Oh, this is salad. I guess the edge." That man said, "I'm not trying the salad for shit." He bought a bunch of items and was going through the bag. He got to that salad. Said, "Oh, I'll just say this for edge." Bro, I must have started crying.
That was when I was getting. I did a video. I was getting the food of the person in front of me.
Yes,
And they had a chopped salad in there, and I was like, I get the sandwich.
That's crazy.
Oh boy, hell no. Western
that shit
Conference.
blew you, didn't it? What else was in there? If it was just a salad, you would have been.
I don't remember. I
He
think
would've
they
went
had
back
some Italian
around.
beef.
They had Italian beef. They had a hot dog. They had actually a lot.
It was
Yeah.
like for a family type.
It was
Yeah.
like $40-some worth of food.
Damn.
Dude was like, "You really want what they ordered?" And I was like, "Yeah, just give me whatever they ordered." And I was like, he was like, "There's a lot of." I was like, I'll take it."
What if it was me? You would have been
You
mad.
probably look big ordering all that.
He'd have been mad if it was me in front of him. Burger ain't got no fucking mayonnaise and ketchup and
He
shit.
would've
Just
been mad
lettuce
as
and
hell.
pickles.
And bacon and cheese.
Damn, you ain't got no sauces on there.
I like my food
Dry.
kind of dry.
I
'Cause-
need at least like some mustard and ketchup
Facts.
on a burger at least.
Cause like
and an onion. Give me some onions.
like when I get my sandwich from Potbelly, the only thing that's kind of wet on the sandwich is like the little oil.
Oh,
But I'm not getting mayo.
You don't get mayo?
Nah.
I'm light mayo.
Nah.
You like mayo.
I used to get light mayo, but then I started to get it without it. And I'm like, I kind of like it. Sometimes, like my chicken sandwich, I want light mayo though.
I'm a light mayo type of dude.
Besides from Chick-fil-A, like that's what it is. Depends on the place. Chick-fil-A chicken is so fucking good. I be like, hey,
I feel like.
I don't need no mayonnaise on this shit. But I'll take some Polynesian sauce. Why is it called
I ain't
Polynesian sauce?
I ain't never had it.
My girl heard me order that and was like, why that sound offensive?
Is that just the
Polynesian?
origin of it?
I don't know.
probably. I don't know.
But that shit is really,
I don't know
really
if
good.
Polynesia is a place.
We'll never know because I'm not Googling it. Like Mike might be doing it.
Western Conference.
Starters. I have Shea,
Mhm.
Anthony Edwards.
Mhm.
I put KD, AD, and Jokic.
See, I didn't have KD because I feel like he missed a little bit too much
I
time.
didn't have KD.
and that
starting.
allows me to add more people in.
I had Kevin Durant. It was Shea, Luka, KD, Davis, Jokic.
I got Luka too. I got Shea, Luka, LeBron, AD, Jokic. KD is all on the reserve.
Shea, Wardell, Anthony, Jokic, Victor Wembaynama. In my starting lineup.
Hey, nah, you foul. You
Yeah.
foul for not having Anthony Davis there.
No, he is in there.
That's
Anthony
what I'm
Davis in
talking
there.
about. You had
Anthony Davis, Wemby, and Jokic is my
Oh
front
shit!
court.
Never
front
mind.
court
Never mind. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Do your thing then.
That's
My-
a big ass all star
It is.
lineup.
But hey, you know, it's a new draft, 4 teams. The Eastern Conference, them that don't got no centers. And now let's put all the centers on the West.
Is Vic going to play on the sophomore team?
That's a very good question.
Probably be optional for him. Depend on him, probably.
I
I
hope
probably
he-
would opt for All-Star over.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Well, can he do? Oh, well, no. Not with the new format, he can't do both probably.
Why?
Because they would go against each
They're
other
going
if their
against each
teams.
other.
Oh,
They're no
yeah.
longer in separate days.
But couldn't he just stay on the sophomore team and be on that team that plays against the?
yeah,
He's got to win.
Yeah,
means
he would
he-
have to win. But if you have him, you're probably going to win in that circuit. Um,
I don't know. I remember Modest Buzelis scored on him to win last year. You remember
oh yeah, because the G League guys could play in that.
that?
Anthony Edwards,
Mm-hmm.
Steph, KD, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Wemby are my reserves.
Jaren is a lock. It's got to be. He's been too damn good. I got Edwards, Fox, LeBron, JJJ. This last 4 spot has gave me a lot of, like, I went J-Dub.
Cool.
I have
man.
J-Dub on mine as well.
Fox, I tried, baby. I couldn't, but I tried, man. My last 2, Sengun. Rockets got to have a
You
representation.
know what's
I
funny?
agree.
I agree. I couldn't find-
I tried, bro.
I,
couldn't.
yeah.
It was when I said it was tough, it was between J-Dub and Shingo.
Yeah, I just felt that they had to.
Oh,
and
and
then
Sabonis was in my
my last guy,
It's got to be who I think it is.
say it.
Kyrie Irving. Oh, wow.
You know what's funny? It's such a
I
toss.
wanted to so bad, but James.
James Harden.
I gave it to Harden too.
I
over
tried to
Kyrie.
give
give it
all
to
of the
Harden,
teams
yeah.
a representative. It
Yeah.
won't happen like that in reality, but because I'm doing my own, Kyrie is
Yeah.
going to make the All-Star game. J-Dub is probably Ja Morant didn't
Yeah.
make my team.
I
Ja
feel like
was
he
on
missed a
mine.
little bit too much time.
Ja's on my
What's
team.
happening?
I
Yeah.
don't remember.
I went Ja.
You said Ja missed too much time?
Yeah, I don't remember.
how much. I remember.
That's what I was saying.
So he's played in his team has played in 20 games. He's been there for 11. So he missed about half the season so far.
Yeah.
Okay. I had Ja, Kyrie, Anthony Edwards, Bron, Vic, Steph, and Harden.
I also knew that y'all was gonna have like the two people that made me feel bad was Kyrie and Fox. I just knew y'all was gonna do that.
Kyrie,
Like,
it was no way Kyrie won't go make my list.
he
Yeah.
damn near 50, 40, 90.
My reserves was Steph, Luka, Vic, J-Dub, Fox, and then I had John Harden as the wild cards.
Yeah.
My wild cards are Luka and Kyrie.
I don't think James Harden gonna make it in real life.
I don't think so either.
It depends on how. I mean, the Clippers are so good though. I
Well,
mean,
you know, we going to get injury replacements. Somebody's going to end up missing it, right?
so if, let's say for instance they finish. Wait, what the fuck? I just accidentally clicked on the Pacers. So they finish. Let's at the All-Star break, but they're still the 6th seed. You don't think he's gonna get it in the West?
I don't think it's a given. That's a chance, but
Yeah, because like the Rockets aren't giving an All-Star either.
it just be like
Unfortunately,
this.
even though
Wasn't
they are
that
the 2
last
seed.
year, the Pelicans were like 6 seeds.
Yes,
They
the
didn't have-
Pelicans didn't have an All-Star.
Yeah,
yes.
it be like that sometimes.
But it'd be crazy to see a team be a 2 seed as the Rockets and not get one.
I think
But
that's
like they do it such as a collective
Yes.
that like it is kind of hard to pick out that one All-Star.
That's the beauty of the team. That's why I put Sengun. I think Sengun would make it over Harden being the 2nd seed. Harden play that guard position, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so tough.
So one of these guards ain't gonna make it, man. Every guard can't make it. You talking Steph, Shea, Edwards,
Luka.
Luka.
Those are
Right.
damn near
John
locks.
Morant.
Those are
Those are like
100%
locks.
locks.
Then you get to the Ja, Kyrie, Fox, Harden. Like, yeah, somebody not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Even with the year Harden having, it's just like I could see people wanting to see a Ja or Kyrie over Harden. But Harden also would be a nice all-star player.
It'll
This
be.
version of Harden, he gonna be getting him the Vic.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's cool seeing him like late in his career, just show us he still got it. Really,
Let's get to our redraft. First overall pick is always one that is illustrious. Everybody wants the first overall pick. Oh my God, you get the number one. All 60 potential people, this guy, in theory, should be the most highly touted. In theory, should be the best. And we've seen history say that that's not necessarily the case. So what we wanted to do is try to redraft every first overall pick since 2015 and see if we can come to some type of agreement here. Who's the first pick to y'all?
it's got to be Vic.
Yeah, I was still gonna go Vic.
Really? I'm not mad at it. I thought y'all were definitely going to go like even Anthony Edwards after his postseason run last year or Paolo Banchero, considering how great he was in that 5-game sample size. I'm 100% ready for Vic to be known as the best first overall pick over the last 10 years.
I mean,
My thing say the same thing, right?
Yep.
We all there.
Yeah.
offensively,
He's-
you see how much he can do already, and it looks like he's still growing. He's about to be a 7'4" dude that can literally spray it from anywhere on the court. And then like defensively, he's already like he's got some historical numbers already, and just like the eye test from what he can do defensively, like going to be like a multiple-time DPOY winner. It's just I don't know, and it's only that feels like it's only like the not even a ceiling for him. That kind of feels like the floor for Vic at the moment.
That's why he intrigues me because of the defense.
Mm-hmm.
I have my frustrations on offense, as I should. Every young player at this age should frustrate you in some way. They shouldn't be perfect. But just off what he gives you defensively, it's just, hey, man, the offense don't even have to be what we know it can or will be.
But it's still very good at where it is.
And
so
then
it's-
with the offense, it just takes it to a unlimited potential that you have to be intrigued by. I tried to sell myself on other things, but I'm not gonna be a damn fool to be different.
It's sometimes where I'm like, hey, I'm Vic, like, pass the ball. Like, you don't got to do all that handling or whatever, and he'll just make, like, a crazy pass or he'll make a crazy move, and I'm like, never mind. You know what? I'm going to let you do you, because sometimes, hey, you be looking like a guard at 7'6" out there.
Well,
and it's
sometimes he show you can really post up on the block. Like he'll hit some bigs with some good footwork.
Oh,
moves.
you
like,
saying once in a while?
Yeah, once in a while. Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
lock in on
he
this.
just gotta get to that spot, honestly. But that's, you know, he got to add a little bit of weight so he's able to get to the spots easier for himself.
Second pick.
Anthony Edwards.
I went Anthony Edwards too.
Anthony
Yeah.
Edwards.
This is why I differ.
This is when I think about the playoff run and how much he raised that ceiling for Minnesota, at least last season. It's hard for me because I know who you probably have is Paolo, I would guess. It's hard for me to look past that, even if Paolo in a wings league has the ability to be a 1A as well. I'm just kind of looking at the results and how he progresses throughout his career. Like even this year, he's better than he was last year, at least on paper. So I went Anthony Edwards too.
Yeah, I went Paolo, Banchero. We're talking about drafting. We're talking about number 1 pick, so it can't be result driven because all of these guys are still relatively in the early part of their career. But based off what we've seen, I just think Paolo is just a mismatch nightmare, and him already showing that he can shoulder the responsibility of carrying a team offensively that was that restricted just stands out so much to me. And again, it's just he adapts to whatever they need. Anthony Edwards is the guy for sure. He's a dog as well, but I'm more favorable going towards Paolo because he literally had nothing. Not to take anything away from Anthony Edwards, but the Minnesota Timberwolves was a damn good team last year. That team was good. They had Rudy backing it on defense next to Jaden McDaniels. Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most gifted scoring centers that you could play next to. They had a really good team. I don't look at the Magic from last year like that. They was a good team, young, and they defended. But in that Cavs series, a lot of them were non-existent, and the only reason they even had a chance was because Paolo Banchero in his second year said, "Nah, not going for it. We gonna win this."
Yeah, I felt like Anthony Edwards for me deserved the number 2 just because of what he did last year. I thought they literally went all the way to the conference finals. He took 2 games against the Denver Nuggets on the road where he was playing phenomenal. So I thought he really came out and he put a stamp on who he is and came in and took the reins as the best shooting guard in the league.
You think he still has that?
Yeah.
It's a toss-up to me on any given night.
Mm-hmm.
What Donovan Mitchell just did against the Boston Celtics,
That was pretty damn good.
I mean,
hey, those 2, they gave us 2 classic games.
Yeah.
Neither one of them disappointed.
Because we had 1 and 2 versus in the Western Conference too with OKC and Houston. That game was great too.
That game was amazing too. Shout out to Fred VanVleet.
Yes.
Yeah, for real. I made a video, and I also talked about it on Twitter, and people were so quick to, this guy didn't play that. Man, in the NBA today, we just not going. It ain't always going to be perfect matched up. Jaylen Brown and Darrick White didn't play. It was still a good game. The Celtics put themselves in position to win. Isaac Okoro and Dean Wade and certain guys ain't playing the first matchup. Still a good game. Like I'm not letting that ruin the goodness that we have in front of us. Yeah, they didn't play. It's a part of the game. But I have to take what's in front of me, and that was still 2 great games in that matchup. Give me 7 of those.
I agree.
Give me 7 of those.
You just knew it was gonna be a dog fight.
I thought about you.
Well,
so one of the things we talked about way early in the season, some things that we ain't like, you talked about teams who switch when they don't need to. That's the Celtics. And I feel like Donovan Mitchell, he had the 20-point quarter in the 4th because they switched. When you go back, Kenny Atkinson was just having anybody set a screen to get Drew Holiday off of him, and he was attacking Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, Drew Peterson.
Shout out to our boy Drew Peterson, man.
yeah.
He said, any of the white guys, they guard you, set that screen, and I'm going to have my way. So Drew ain't on me. And they were letting him do it at first. And then the best play of that quarter, he scores 3 or 4 times. He's going now.
Yeah.
Now you can tell that the Celtics are not going to switch. So he then gets a screen. He rejects it, and Drew Holiday is all the way over there because he was so focused on getting over, and he walked right into a clean 3. I'm like, oh, my gosh, this chess match, this is – oh!
I remember Kenny Atkinson was saying in his post-game interview that they are no longer trying to hide players. Well, late in that game, Jason Tatum had a Darius Garland switch multiple times. Now, Tatum missed a bunny, let's be real.
Yeah.
But Kenny Atkinson was like, yes, you're the smallest guy on the court.
But you still got to defend.
You still got to defend.
Hey,
He was doing his thing.
Yes, he was doing his thing that game. And I think Darius Garland really does take pride in trying to be a good defender and not being attacked. You saw him multiple times on Tatum throughout that game, like, hold his own. He would force Tatum to take tough fadeaways, tough layups, and it's like, that's all you ask for,
That's
dude.
all.
That's all you. We
That's
know.
all.
We know you have a five-inch disadvantage.
Yep.
Just
Compete.
effort.
Compete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just compete.
bro, I think I'm still thinking about it, but it did come up again because during some of these games, I think I was watching maybe the Mavericks play or something like that, And they're a team that's like, we're just not going to try to let you touch the paint. We're going to try to like keep a body in front of you. So we will switch those matchups. And like in some philosophies, it does work. But when somebody's just constantly trying to get the switch, that's when you got to say, no, we got to like, we can't just give them what they want.
Yeah, I'm not giving you what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because then at that point, he already rolling. You at his mercy now because he doing whatever he want. Y'all overthinking.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think
we're-
about teams that don't give up the switch that easy. And the first thing that came to mind was the Rockets, where they just got a lot of fighters that would go over their screen.
Yeah,
and I mean,
I don't-
occasionally you got to
You can,
concede
yeah.
it, right? But
I don't understand the dying on the screen thing. Guards don't even like try to fight through it no more.
As
They'll
a Knicks
just die
fan
on
who
it.
was watching Mikal Bridges, I don't get it either.
Mikal was one of the best in the league. At
I
it.
don't get it. It's just like, he's screaming.
Yes, that's exactly what
like-
it's like. There's zero. It's like once the screen touches them, they just give up completely.
Because I've tried to come up with the excuse.
Yeah.
is that analytic driven, y'all think?
What?
the switch.
We're,
Yes.
we're switching and letting our 5-man guard. This guy only gives up 1.2 points per possession, but fighting through it and giving up a roll man might be, like what?
Because everything is analytic driven, I guess so. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, I that's deep advanced stats.
sometimes you just don't got the personnel too.
No, yeah, if
Some
you don't
teams
have the
just don't.
personnel to switch, yeah, you shouldn't.
Bad
switch.
teams usually don't.
Yeah.
But these
If
higher
you have a
level
mobile
teams you got.
center, I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm
I
not
think
even
it's
thinking
also-
about the personnel. I'm thinking about who I'm going against.
That's
Some-
exactly what
some
I was going to
guys-
say.
Even if I don't have the personnel, we have to play it this way because,
Yeah.
like Mike said, you're going to give him what he wants.
Yeah.
You're going to. I'm not letting Donovan Mitchell just have his way. I have to do something.
Yeah.
That's just my philosophy. But again, I don't get paid millions of dollars to coach. So what do I know?
Next one.
Is
So
it
I'm assuming it's flipped. You have
Yes.
Anthony Edwards here. We're going to have Paolo, I would assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have Paolo at 3.
4th overall pick. Who y'all got?
Carl
Karl
Anthony
Anthony
Towns.
Towns.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Karl
It
Anthony
was
Towns as well?
kind of. Yeah, there's no contest.
Yep. Karl
Yeah,
Anthony
no
Towns.
contest. Really. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know why I asked you that. It should be Karl Anthony Towns. Okay. 5th overall pick. This is where things could get a little bit interesting.
This
I
is where I
still-
have Zion Williamson.
I still gave it to him.
Okay.
I got Zion. I still
Yeah.
took him.
I got Cade.
I went Cade as well.
I'm not mad at it.
And it was tough. It was really tough
Yeah.
to do.
So it's based
It's-
off of everything we've seen because I'm still thinking of
I'm
them as
going
like,
off things we've seen and
Yeah.
potential.
Things we've seen.
Because Vic is a lot of potential. Like he's.
I feel you on the potential. That's why it's potential and the potential that existed.
Yeah.
Because obviously Zion has been hurt. So
But when he's playing, you know exactly what you're getting.
because I had Cade at first
Except
and
for the
then I
beginning of the
erased
season.
it and I said, you know what? But yeah, I have no disagreement with y'all with that. So they flipped.
They're
If you
flipped.
didn't have Zion, you had Cade. If you didn't have Cade, you had Zion.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then
And honestly, he
9.
would have been
No.
there.
No,
If
I
he
mean
was
8.
healthy, he would have been probably the like consensus like number 5, probably even maybe number 4.
You would be able to make an argument between him and Cat. But
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we haven't seen him play a playoff series and because he's always injured, unfortunately, that's why I took Cade over him. And Cade has not been the highest level of Zion in the NBA is a lot better than the highest level of Cade Cunningham in the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's a conversation. But it's mostly about the availability part.
Yeah.
And at some point, as a guy that's been a Zion guy his entire career, I just had to kind of concede. It's like I don't know if we'll ever be getting a real Zion season. And when he does play, again, he can be really, really good, but he hasn't evolved his game at all. While we watch a lot of players across basketball, when it comes to being great, take what they do very good and build on top of it, I just don't see that enough for Zion, and
Yeah.
that's why.
DeMarcus Cousins spoke on this recently where he said being drafted to New Orleans was a big mistake for Zion's career. Not that Zion had any control over it, but like he said that being in New Orleans is not a place to go and develop.
Mhm.
Like it's a place where you go and eat, you go out and you go out to the clubs
Yeah.
and it's a big nightlife city. And he was saying that essentially that's just not the place for a young guy with millions of dollars to go and expect him to thrive and develop his game.
I feel that, but also Anthony
Mhm.
Davis did.
That's my exact thing. They've had a sports team there for years.
Yeah.
So nobody is ever supposed to go to the Pelicans.
Now, if he's saying people like Z, that a little bit of gluttonous, like to eat out a lot, then maybe. But just in general, I mean, yeah, they have football teams. They
it's a
have a
horrible
lot.
excuse anyway. I don't give a fuck how much you like to eat. If you're the number 1 overall pick and you want to be the best basketball player that you can be, I don't give a fuck where you get drafted to. You have to lock in. Fuck up out of here with the excuses. Yeah, we can use them, but I can use that from any. Michael Beasley was drafted number 2 overall to the fucking Miami Heat. We've been in Miami. You know how hard it is to focus.
He like, yeah, I do know.
18 years old, 19 years old, multimillionaire in Miami, South Beach, Ocean Drive, big booties.
They be big, but they be.
You think
Well,
NBA players give a
back then
damn?
it was probably.
Yeah, there was less BBLs back then. But like Miami is just a place where people are naturally on the street naked, basically. But it's like you got to do what you got to do. Dwayne Wade survived
Wade
it.
did it.
He was a little older than Mike Beasley, one and done, but he survived it. Anthony Davis, to your point, he survived it. We can come up with excuses for everything if we want to, but when you're the number 1 pick, you got to
deliver.
Got to deliver.
Next.
What number is this? Number 8?
Yes.
This is where
this number?
8 is.
7, number 7.
No, this
Because
is
5
7.
and 6 was basically Cater Zion.
Right. Okay. So it's the 7.
Yeah.
7.
This is Aiden.
I have Ben Simmons.
I have
Really?
8 here.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I have Ben Simmons next.
I
He's
wouldn't
right
be. I wouldn't be mad at Ben Simmons. It's just he's been on and off the damn court for so long.
Yeah, he missed like 2 seasons of basketball.
But we have 3 seasons of all NBA production.
You
basically.
right. You
That's-
right. You do
yeah.
have to take that into account. But
Yeah.
it's not that anymore. Like
Yeah,
we're-
for sure.
But
Yeah, I'm not
yeah.
drafting him based on 2024, but I'm thinking about what he has done in his career. Like, his resume is better than a lot of motherfuckers on this list. It just so happens that he had the back surgeries, he had all the stuff, the mental, whatever. But Ben Simmons, at when you look at his career, it's going to say 3-time All-Star, All-NBA appearance, All Defensive 2 times, Rookie of the Year. It's going to have 2nd in DPOY. Like, this resume is actually insane. It just so happened that the last 4 years of it has been shit.
Yeah. It's so crazy, like the trajectory of him, how it was going so high and then it just went downhill so fast.
I think he got his joy back, though.
Can I
Yeah,
ask you
he
a
did.
question?
Mm-hmm.
When you say all of that, why isn't he above Zion? For you. Because that resume that you just said
Mm-hmm. It's killing Zion's resume right now.
Yeah.
kills it.
I think it might have to do with Zion being more of a guy that you can trust to like we think about that play-in game versus the Lakers where he had 40 before he checked himself out of the game.
Mhm.
And we just have more instances of Zion being able to be overwhelmingly dominant where he can have a month where he averages 27, 28 points per game, that may just raise his ceiling just a little bit more than Ben's.
I like that.
Where Ben is, even at his peak, Ben Simmons was not going to be your best player. He's a complimentary all-NBA player. But for the most part, you're not saying Ben Simmons, this is what we do. You know,
Yeah.
you have the one game against the Jazz when there was no
Absolutely.
Joel, but they weren't actually building with Ben is what my point is. But with
For
Zion,
sure.
I feel like there's just a higher ceiling there.
We also never got the chance to see that. And I'm not saying we should have, but there was a time in Ben Simmons' career where I don't think we knew that answer. But because he was always there with Joel, Joel got there first. It was like anybody that came in that door after was there to compliment Joel.
I thought him going to the Nets was like one of the best teams for his career. But then he ended up having a back injuries that we didn't know would be.
But on that team, it would have still been Kevin Durant and them.
No, but I thought that would be like a team where he can like fully be Ben Simmons and not have to play with a ball dominant center.
So he's gonna play with a ball dominant guard and.
But I think it's
forward
different when
with
you talk
Kyrie
about
and
Ben
KD.
Simmons' game, how it was pretty much him getting to the basket, him being in a dunker spot and stuff like that. That stuff is hard to operate with when you're playing with Joel Embiid versus playing with a team.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, a team that's more
Yeah,
fit
we
with
did.
spacing.
We talked about him being like he would be a perfect connector for that type of team because he didn't have to shoot the ball, but Kyrie was still telling him shoot that ball, Ben. So I guess it didn't
Dennis
work out
Schroeder
like
is
that.
telling him that in
As a Ben
2024.
fan, if I could have got that All NBA Ben, I would have preferred him on this Nets team, not with Kyrie, not with Kevin Durant, but with this team where he's still the guy, but you still have a Cam Johnson, a Cam Thomas to lean on, a Nick Claxton lob option, a Dorian Finney-Smith catch and shoot, versus those other guys because Ben Simmons at his best was with the basketball. So whether he's in the dunk, whether Joel's in a dunker or Kyrie and Kevin Durant, they're taking the ball out of his hands. When he doesn't have the ball, you don't know what to do with him. That's besides set a screen. He can't sit in the corner. If he's sitting in the dunker spot, you can't have another big out there, and it's going to fuck up the spacing. Kyrie Irving doesn't have driving lanes and tunnels when he's out. So it's like, I just look at teams like like that can let him have the ball.
I want to rewatch a bunch of Ben Simmons film from his best years.
I did. That's why I made that build. I showed. I'm like, y'all gonna laugh. I was like, when I was making them, I had to go back and watch some. One of Ben Simmons' one of him and Joel Embiid's best games was against the Lakers. It was against Lonzo Ball and them. Those two went in there and tore y'all ass up. Man, that game was so good, man.
I don't remember that shit had to be long. Well, he
Y'all
said
was wearing
Lonzo.
like the MPLS jerseys, the light blue ones or whatever.
Was that his rookie year for Lonzo?
Lonzo, yep. That's his rookie year.
I
And
might
there was
have
so
been,
much hype, but the Sixers went in there and handled y'all as like light work.
I kind of vaguely remember because I remember they had like this is back when like my team was dropping all the cards and everything.
And
Like,
he's passing in that jersey.
they had
Yes.
a Ben Simmons. They had
I
a bunch.
remember that card.
They
bro.
had a
That's
Ben Simmons
crazy.
one, a Joel Embiid one, and they had a Markelle Fultz one too.
I don't remember Mark. I'm talking
Markelle-
about Lonzo. They had the Lonzo.
Oh yeah,
card
you talking about the
passing
Lonzo?
in
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they actually be bringing that card back now.
Wow.
Like they be having like the 2K favorites or the
bring-
throwback.
yes,
Like they be
yes.
bringing that card back.
Because that card was goated.
Yeah,
But in that game, Ben Simmons Euro Alonzo and dunked like
Yeah.
Giannis. And I was like, man, healthy back Ben is different.
Yeah.
I know he
He was-
passed on Trae Young, and that's forever engraved, and it was so stupid. And then the phone in the pocket at practice. Ben Simmons has done some stupid shit.
so he
but
confirmed
man-
it was a phone.
Right. But man, when he was healthy, he was a sight to see, even with the deficiencies.
We did that TikTok when we were talking about like the colleges that produce the most NBA players, and you said Michigan Wolverines. Like that's not their name. And
It's
that's,
in Michigan Hawks.
the comment section of that TikTok is people that have no idea what that
You
means.
jackass.
Yeah. And it's a few people that's like responding to every comment, like what the
Yeah.
hell,
Defend-
trying to
yeah.
explain it. But I like that we got like, was that really a phone? I like that we got those inside jokes for the diehard fans, man. That's
I like it for
crazy.
myself because I definitely looked at the Ben thing, and when I typed in Ben Simmons game or 76ers, that one of those popped up of him like at that practice, and I thought to myself like, I am crazy for saying that was a phone. And I like every times like that, I just randomly laugh, and Dana be like, "What you laughing at?" And I be like, "Nothing." You just won't get
But
it.
that, hey, I tell Elena that all the time. She be like, "I want to laugh too,"
You
and I'm
just
like,
not
"You just
gonna
not
be able
gonna,
to.
you
you're
just
not
not
gonna
gonna get it, man.
Yeah.
I randomly thought about something that Mike said about some player, and I just started laughing, and I can't remember what it was.
Was it on the
recently.
Discord?
No.
You used
It was
KD
on the
used to have a lot of
podcast.
those that like I don't think people they wasn't even on the pod. He would do his own videos in like early Kelly Oubre days. He'll say Kelly Oubre and like do the dope. And I'll be like, this motherfucker is crazy.
Those memes still exist. But now I'm 28. I can't do that at this age.
Yeah.
But when you 22, you make a Kelly Oubre good-looking joke. Like that was the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
He's still pretty good-looking.
30's the new 20. That's why we still say, whoa, oh man, I can't believe you said I'm finna go home and grind my dude.
Yeah. Hey,
Grinding
you know
your man is so different
Bro,
than grinding your dude.
You
I
know
don't
how
to
you say
explain it.
like Anthony?
Because nobody calls my career my man. It's my dude.
You remember? I think it was a while ago. He always be saying this. He talking about like how Anthony Edwards got that 2000 look to him.
Yeah.
You know who got like an old school look?
Are they a star?
No,
Who?
DeAndre A looked like he could have played in like the
Hell yeah,
2009.
with that
Yeah.
mustache.
That little ass
and
fro.
that top and the armband.
Yeah,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
He
He
look
look like he
like
played
he
with Alex English.
Yeah.
For sure. Who else got old swag? Like, not on purpose. Trey Man.
Trey
we
Man's
get
Yeah,
it.
Trey Man's
We
on
get it,
purpose.
Trey.
I don't think
I'm gonna
nobody
start
really
looking out
has
for
it.
him more. There's some players that look like they can play in a bunch of different areas.
Nah, I'm going to blow your fucking mind. I
Who?
didn't do it, but you know who I was like, I kind of want to make this build.
Who?
Wilson Chandler.
Wilson
All right.
Wilson Chandler.
78 overall max out. Please.
I miss Wilson
KB,
Chandler,
you know who he
man.
was playing with yesterday on Rec?
Who?
A Gary Payton the second build.
See, what is people doing
But
with
no,
their money, though?
I think more people need to do that.
Wait, was he a 6'4" what, wing? Or was he a guard?
He's like a 6'4". He's a 3-and-D point guard, but he don't have no ball.
Was
he don't
de-
got no
was
ball.
he decent?
He do his job though.
Actually, I'm not.
That's what I'm saying.
Is he
It-
sitting in the like? What is he doing
He
offensively?
no, I mean he has like a 70-some 3 ball, so he
Okay.
takes it.
So my philosophy, based off what we played last night, I think more people need to do that. Because what ends up happening is, and shout out to Prado, because he was good for us for certain stretches of the series last night. But when you go in there and you tell yourself you're making a Jokic build, you're going to not be as effective because you can't make a Jokic build.
Yeah.
You're better off saying I'm going to make a Gary Payton the second build than you are saying Jokic. Unless you are Joe
I just think
Knows.
it's funny when you drop $100 to be a role player.
Yeah.
But he's a role player on steroids.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of like my team. You can make a
Well, I
Terrence
know
Ross
we was
build
literally
who is
doing that
raw.
in stream. I was talking about like what builds you could what builds you should make or whatever. And I think like people were just saying like random shooters or whatever. And it was like, man, I'm make a Steve Novak build. And I'm like, I mean, you got a 99
I
three,
had
you
a Steve
burning that. I
Novak
mean, like
build,
teams
yeah.
could use that.
Yes.
You know
I
what
remember
I'm saying?
somebody
Yeah.
said, I'm going to make a Corey Brewer. You going to say, you got to send me that one. Knowing damn well you're not finna do nothing with a Corey Brewer
They're
build.
saying
Except
D Mills
cherry
is-
pick.
They're saying D Mills is like Corey Brewer.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
remember we also got his name's Ozzy, but like he's a big Timberwolves fan. He's the one with the Nas Reed build. He got he got all the Timberwolves builds, and he was talking about making that.
Oh yeah, he was playing with that cat bill, and at first I was like, "Is that a Christian Wood bill?"
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
Because he
feels-
looked,
skinny?
he looked like he
He
was
said
like,
his cat on Ozempic is what
yeah.
he
he
said.
did.
Oh, wow.
You know he got a
See, that's why you got to do your workouts.
Yeah, he said he ain't done all his workouts yet. So
The
that's
You
why-
only got to
greatest-
do it one time.
The greatest thing you got
No, I mean like one time and it
To get-
transfers
Yes.
all the bills.
The greatest thing I did was do that. So now when I make a build, the body type is what he came.
I don't
he
have it
came
on
with a
lock.
line- He had a Rondo build that was swole. I'm like, bro, that is
I don't
not.
have it on lock to change it.
Then he made him Lonzo.
Bro, why don't you just spend the couple days, however long it takes, just go do the shit?
No, I have you have to do it a certain amount of times, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm
a
saying
week,
just do
just
it.
once a week you get a certain amount of stars, you good.
Yeah, I've only got it like once done on all my
Because
players.
he's saying you ain't done it.
Then
Yeah.
just do it. And then
But just
now
do
you
it
can
on
make
one
a
player.
skinny Lonzo or whatever.
When you do it on one player, it unlocks for everybody.
I basically did do that, but I have to wait to get to the next one.
Oh, so you got to wait like 6
Oh, so
days.
you are
Because I
doing-
went
yeah.
back to one of my older players that has it like once or twice or whatever. So
Because sometimes you have to. Sometimes you got to reignite your build. You might have him and he sit there and you be like, and you just got to change how he look and you good. That +7 is insane.
I'm
Yeah.
still waiting. I don't want to play the game. I
I'm
need
getting
somebody else to
close
play
Yo,
it for me.
+7.
We'll go crazy. I
becomes
don't
a
know.
whole
nah,
new
but think
player.
about this though. I get +12.
You got it?
No, but I'm
Oh.
inching closer and I'll probably have it like close
Plus
to the end of the
12
new
is
year.
disgusting, bro.
+12.
It gets you like a 104.
There's people with
overall.
+15 now.
Let's get back to this list. So let's get back to this list.
Yeah,
We have-
The
yeah,
last
yeah.
guy's Markelle Fultz. What we get?
What about
back to?
Zachary Reese? Say,
Yeah, Zachary.
Oh,
Reese
it
said.
is Zachary Reese.
Yeah, that's the deal breaker right here. Who you got first, Zach
give
or
me
Markelle?
Zachary Reese.
Yeah, I would take.
I'd take Zach at 9.
Me too.
Markel's out the league.
Damn.
You ain't got no love for
He gonna be
Markelle?
back.
though?
I got love for Mark.
He gonna be back.
They
hope
did
he
fuck up
is.
his shot, but I got love for him.
That's why we need expansion.
Is Markelle playing in Las Vegas?
Probably.
I got one more basketball related thing before we get to Unplugged. ESPN dropped their newest 25 under 25. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I took a glimpse at it, but I didn't look at it.
I'm going to read it to
in-depthly.
you, and y'all tell me too high, too low, just right.
Okay.
First guy, 25 under 25, Victor Wembanyama.
Perfect.
I'm rocking with it.
Number 2, Anthony Edwards.
Got it.
Cool.
Number 3, Paolo Banchero.
Cool.
Oh, we in sync right now.
Holy shit, bro.
What, Jared Vanderbilt?
Jared Vanderbilt experienced fluid in his left knee recently during rehabilitation and is now targeting early. It went from 2 foot procedures and now
To knee?
fluid in his knee.
When they said projected win?
His target is early January. You think I believe that? I
No.
hope you will, Jared Vanderbilt. I wish you will, because I do like Jared Vanderbilt. If I'm a Laker fan, I'm not buying early January.
Number 4 on this list is Franz Wagner.
Over.
We got to hear his next after this one.
Chet Holmgren is 5.
No.
No, I'm not taking. I'm taking Chet over Franz.
Me too.
Same.
No offense for Franz.
I agree. I think that I think it was my boy Jokic Jokestar who said that the pendulum has swung too far. Franz has been amazing. All-star.
Yeah.
We just had I had him in a fucking all-star starter. But like when I think about who would I rather have if I'm building the team, I'm taking Chet over Franz Wagner.
Honestly,
one
if
thing
if he would have played more games, I would have heavy consideration for that All-Star.
Yeah, Chet
Yeah,
probably
yes,
would have been
he
an
probably
all-star.
would've been
Yeah.
Yes.
Easily. One thing we have to remember and consider too with the Franz thing, and it's not Magic fans, relax. It's not to diss him. It's a run. We'd seen Jalen Green do this for a longer time, and we all still feel the way we felt about Jalen Green. If this becomes who Franz is all the time with Paolo, different conversation. But
Yeah.
I can't go drastic measures with ranking now because of what is this, a 10-game, 11-game sample size?
Yeah. So we got Chet at 5. At 6, we have Tyrese Halliburton still too high.
I got to hear who's next.
Yeah, 'cause
Tyrese Maxey is after him.
I would take Maxey higher.
Where's LaMelo Ball?
We'll get to him.
Oh,
I'm taking LaMelo Ball of all of these guys.
and Cade Cunningham.
I don't know if I'm there yet.
Number 7 again is Maxey. Number 8 is Evan
Oh,
Mobley.
over Tyrese Halliburton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley being at 8, I feel like it's too low.
Yeah, Evan Mobley should be higher. He should definitely be higher than Halliburton. He should be up there with Halliburton.
I think it should be higher than Halliburton.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just value that defensive big thing a lot more. Than
And he's offensively, he's taking a jump too.
Mhm.
So I'm with it.
number 9, J-Dub.
I really like Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever going to statistically be out of this world, but to me, he does so much, and it don't show up on a box score. I think he's a guy that I could put on any team, and they're going to start winning games.
Yeah, and he could play 4 or 5.
Let me not say any team, but you get what I'm saying.
Then we got J-Dub at 9.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it either.
I think this
He's
is
great.
perfect for
Yeah,
J-Dub.
I think this is the right
This
range.
is perfect for him. I feel like every time I watch them and I look, he's hitting a shot. A big
Yeah,
shot.
no.
Top of the 3 key, loose ball, recovery. They kick it out to him. Knockdown. That's another thing I want to say about the Cavs. There was a play in the game where Isaac Okoro got an offensive rebound and instinctively just kind of threw it back, and it was Sam Morrell butter. When a team is clicking like that,
They
I
said
view
it's
them different.
Merrill. I've been saying Morrell his whole career.
Sam Merrill.
Sam Merrill.
I'm going to say Morrell.
I've been saying Morrell.
Merrill.
too.
Merrill. I'm going to say it right. Merrill.
Number 10 is Alperen Sengun.
Mm,
Over J-Dub.
Should be over J-Dub.
yeah.
Sorry, J-Dub.
Number 11, Scotty Barnes.
Oh,
Scotty Barnes should be higher too.
I'm taking Scotty Barnes over J-Dub and Sengun.
Number 12, this is where LaMelo Ball is at.
Taking LaMelo Ball over all
Yeah,
of these
LaMelo
guys.
He gotta
should
be
be like
higher.
top
5.
5. Yeah.
Do you know his usage rate is third? This year is third in NBA history?
In NBA history? Damn.
Too low.
Too low is crazy.
What is it? Russ and James Harden?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Russ's MVP season, then James Harden the year after his MVP.
Look at you.
I mean, dude he's really doing it all for his team. I mean, especially
He
with
has
some of
to
the
leave,
injuries
though.
that his team has had too.
Sorry, Charlotte. He has to leave. Nice shoes, KB. I like those.
Shout out to this is my dad, my 90s dad fit.
I
don't know if
see
you put
because
it
them
together.
jeans is horrendous, but
Yeah.
I like the shoes.
Also,
big
with the
baggies.
you can't have no low usage rate with the shots he be taking,
No.
because those are shots that get you subbed out.
Shout out to
Y'all know Brandon Miller's attempted 50 shots in the last 2 games.
He has
Yeah,
to.
I mean,
He
I
literally.
I didn't
When you
think
talk
about
about
it,
you
yeah.
have to shoot the ball.
Right, he's
He's
playing with-
one of those
he
players.
playing with what's my KJ Simpson?
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot the ball 50 times. No offense, KJ Simpson, but I don't know if you're ready to shoot X amount of times. By any means necessary, they just did a LaMelo Ball breakdown, and they talked about how a lot of stuff he does, people don't realize how effective it is. His energy transfer, how he's able to lean and burst out of certain positions that isn't like standard.
Yeah.
It helps him a lot. And I was like, yeah, I didn't realize that. His body definitely be herky-jerky.
Yeah, no.
Explode. I'm like, yeah, when you really break it down like that, yeah, that's not an angle that somebody can just lean back on and burst right. Because we don't look at him as some supreme athlete like Derrick Rose. So it's like, yeah, at 6'7", he does be moving kind of weirdly, but it work. Kind of like Shea. They have this.
The herky-jerky for Shea is
Yeah.
definitely true.
Trae Young moves in like a jerky way too sometimes. Like you could tell that every movement he makes is very strategic, and it's something that he's looking to see how the defense reacts to.
I'm sure he pride himself on the unpredictability of the way he gets out of stuff.
Yeah.
I think I would be looking at, especially for guys that are kind of like on the shorter side too, like they probably had to do all that because you need all that separation. Like you need to get as much advantage as you can when you're going against people that are 5-6 inches taller than you. They got longer wingspan. They're more athletic than you. You just got to do the little things like that.
Next on the list, 13 is Cade Cunningham. 14, Darius Garland.
Oh, DG might be a little low.
I like 14 for Darius Garland.
I'm not mad at it.
So I feel
Everybody
you,
can't
Derek,
be
but it's
high.
all,
Yeah,
I was
no.
about to say, like,
Yeah.
then that means we taking somebody else down because you said certain players too low for like 4 in a row.
You're right.
Then we got Brandon Miller at 15, Zion at 16.
I think those are fine.
Brandon Miller will be elevated soon, but this is fine for now.
17, Jalen Johnson. 18, Jalen Suggs.
Man,
Hey.
Jalen Johnson feel too low.
Jalen
They do.
Johnson.
I'm
yeah.
taking him over Brandon Miller right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
19 is Derek Lively. 20 is Jalen Green.
I like these.
Yeah.
But 21 is Tyler
Jalen
Hero.
Green probably could go up
I was
front.
gonna
of
say
Oh.
Jalen Green could
I'm-
probably go above Derek Lively.
I'm taking Tyler Hero over Jalen Green.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the point guard play,
Yeah.
the playmaking,
Tyler Hero definitely
see
has
that.
the.
I'm taking number
playmaking
22 over Jalen Green.
which is who?
Amin Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
If we're talking about 25 under 25, Amin Thompson should be higher than Jalen.
You know what I was thinking
Yeah.
about too earlier too?
We haven't even
like,
seen the best version of Amin Thompson because he hasn't played with the ball as much.
I was thinking about, this is just a random thing. I was like, what if the Rockets pay, like, the dudes they ended up paying is not the right guys that, like, down the line. Like, what if it's Tari Easton's probably the better
Well,
prospect?
the good thing for them is they maneuver right. Remember,
Yeah.
Jalen Green contract isn't long.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
2 years with that money. So if you did, you just wash your hands with that.
Right.
And lastly, last three, Dyson Daniels at 23, Tari Easton at 24, and Bilal Coulibaly at 25.
I like it. I'm so disappointed in the trajectory Bilal has gone in now. Remember, he started off so good, and now the Wizards lost all November, and his shit don't look the same, and Kuzma's taking all the shots again, and
I probably won't watch another Wizards game for the rest of the season.
the rookies.
The Wizards are definitely a box score watch team.
I mean, if they usually have the first game,
Yeah.
so I maybe watch the first quarter until the next game start. But as far as sitting down and watching 48 minutes of Wizards basketball, not me.
Is Brogdon on last year's deal?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because I don't
They're
know.
doing things
I don't
right,
like
though.
watching him on that damn Wizards team.
He's
I
probably
don't
going to
either.
finish his season as a Wizard. I doubt.
You think so?
I don't think no one's going to trade for him. He's
I
gonna
think
just-
I think I'm never ruling that out. Malcolm Brogdon.
maybe, but
Remember, he said he grew up and always wanted to play for the Wizards.
he did.
Watching Gilbert Arenas, I could see that.
No, people just be fucking talking.
Like when Paul George said he grew up a Clippers fan.
yeah, and
Well,
we got
he-
all this
he-
other footage
he-
of him being a Lakers
He
fan.
definitely just be talking. Malcolm Brogdon is not a just be talking guy.
Oh no, man.
It's the president.
So it does make sense, right?
Oh yeah, he went to Virginia as well. That's that.
No, that's what he was saying. Yeah, that I'm from this area for most part, spent a lot of years here.
So yeah, he ain't just talking. He went to the
Yeah.
college there. You know what I mean? Like he wanted to be. What's wrong? Somebody wants to be a part of all 30 of these teams. There's somebody at home watching this podcast that want to be a fucking Hornet. As tough as it is to believe, they want to be a Hornet.
I would like to play with LaMelo.
Oh my goodness.
You wouldn't if you were that kid watching the Hornets right now that want to go play for the Hornets. They won't play with LaMelo's going to be retired. there.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But they
My-
want to do it because of LaMelo.
Yeah, he's probably influencing him to want to do it.
Absolutely.
And to get the back tattoo.
I still hate his tattoos. My God. I just feel like
Same.
when he's 34,
They look so 2K-ish.
those tattoos gonna be like, damn, bro.
You
But
know, he had
that
to
fits his style.
He had to be
No,
put
I
to
agree.
sleep
I
for
have a bunch
18
of bad
hours.
tattoos too. Huh?
18 hours of sleep.
Now he going to look like Birdman.
18 hours of sleep? What
They
are you
had to put
talking
him asleep for 18 hours while he did it on his back.
So he got
Oh,
the
he
Post
didn't thug it
Malone
out?
treatment?
No.
Because Post
No,
Malone
actually-
did that too.
You said who?
Post Malone did that.
A lot of people do the
They're not
anesthesia
going to
thing.
sleep at once for 18 hours, though. It's a combination of the amount of times they went. Right? You don't think he
No,
went
I
to
think
bed
they-
for
I
18
think-
hours,
I think they
right?
put him on anesthesia and they
For
worked.
18 hours?
Now that you say that, that does sound fucking crazy.
I think it's sessions.
that's a full day of not
Yeah.
eating, not drinking.
If I have 6 sessions, if I have 3 sessions of 6 hours, that's 18 hours. that
I
would
hate
sleep.
being under, so I'm gonna avoid that. If I'm getting a big back piece, I'm just gonna thug it out.
Same.
Being under is the scariest shit.
All right, no, I was. It's a LaMelo Ball was not put under anesthesia for any of his tattoos.
Okay, word,
he had
take it
numbing cream for most of
Lil
them.
Durk goes under anesthesia. But again, my point still stands. I don't think nobody's going 18
Who
hours.
did though? Some NBA player
I
did
swear I seen
recently
it.
go under.
It said LaMelo's back one took, including his large back tattoo, that took 3 days and 6 hour sessions to 6 hour
So
sessions.
you think he sat there for 3 days getting his back done?
No.
Who? Oh wait, here we go. Who is this? Who is this? No, it's a TikTok. Just show me who it is.
They
Somebody
wanted-
got a big back piece, and the person who this is, I literally can't tell. Oh, it's Bones Highland went under. He's got a nice back piece. This is from Inked NBA. Bones Highland's got a really nice piece. He's got like 4 artists working on it at the same time.
You can kind of just, it's so funny. They say Brandon Ingram was under anesthesia for 6 hours getting his full back tattoo.
Yeah, this one says, yes, Post Malone got a tattoo while under anesthesia at a no pain by Ganga Tattoo Parlor in Los Angeles,
I would
It
never
took-
feel comfortable to do that, man.
which took 7 hours while under anesthesia.
I've been under, what, twice now?
They tried to get me to go under when I had to get my wisdom teeth. I was like, man, give me a silly gas. I'm a grown-ass man.
Yeah, they did that for me too.
The scary shit is just like, I was sitting in the operating table and I was telling her, like, I'm nervous. Anesthesia's just a crazy thing. She's like, don't worry, you'll be okay. And literally, I don't remember shit else.
No.
I was done.
You talking about
She
after the
said, you will be
anesthesia?
okay. and then I woke up afterwards.
You
I'm
talking
not
about the
trying to sound
anesthesia?
ignorant,
Yeah.
but is this the shit that Michael Jackson was using to go to bed? Not directly
I have no
I'm not
anesthesia.
sure.
Michael Jackson, I think they tried to say his doctor was responsible for his death in some part because he was using something along those lines to go to sleep. He couldn't go to bed.
That's crazy.
It was borderline sleep anesthesia, is what Austin is saying.
Because when you you don't feel like you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You just have a chunk of your life that is gone. Like when I'm sleeping, I know I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about the silly gas is I've seen people do it and they be silly. I was hella emotional. I was crying.
I gotta get my wisdom teeth out, and I'm not looking forward to it.
I didn't get the silly gas.
Not bad.
They gave me shots in my gums to like
They
numb
gave
my
me
mouth.
both
Oh. And
That-
like
that
because they had to
scares
take
me
out
too.
4.
you actually don't feel the shots that much in your gums.
No, because I did the shots because I had to do a bunch of fillings and shit.
Oh.
But the idea of them extracting 2 teeth out of
Yeah.
my face is scary.
Which was
to
so
me.
crazy because like she was like, you're not gonna feel anything, you're just gonna feel pressure. And it's so
That's all it
crazy.
was.
And like you just feel them all in your like taking shit out.
I'm glad you you were
Yeah,
about to
he
say
filtered
something
himself real
crazy.
quick.
What
But
you about to
like-
say?
Feel them all in your mouth.
But like you don't feel the pain. And it's so weird.
But then after, you got to sit with that for the next 5 hours,
Yeah.
and they tell you you can't
Can't
have
have a
nothing
straw.
solid. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I remember-
I'm drinking smoothies from Mariano's.
How long was
and
the
the shit
recovery?
falling off my mouth, and I ain't even know.
Sloppy mouth.
Was it like 2 days, 3 days, a week recovery?
I think
Like-
mine's like 2 days.
No, it was a week. We went to New York, and I had to use a syringe because the pockets in your mouth is going to be open. So when you eat, food is going to to fall in. So you have
Yeah.
to take the syringe and,
And like
get
squirt it out, yeah.
I was doing that in New York
I'm
when
gonna
we all
probably do
went.
it this summer.
Your wisdom teeth?
Yeah.
They bothering you?
No, but they're there. And he was saying that if they just stay there, then it's gonna shift my teeth. The 2 on this side are in, they're healthy. He's like, we don't take those. We take the 2 over here.
Oh.
And I'm just like, ah.
Yeah, when they checked mine out, they said they're like, well, first of all, he just asked me like, are they hurting? I told him no. He's like, the way they're growing in, like, you don't have to get them taking them out, which
Yeah.
I was super happy with because when they were growing, they hurt terribly.
But they got in there right.
Yeah, they're fine.
What did he say about that green stuff that come out your butt?
He said we're gonna have to get that checked out later
Okay.
after the new year.
So you got to get a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
I had a colonoscopy a few months back.
You did.
Yeah, one of my wisdom teeth actually
He said, "Fuck."
it actually put a hole in my cheek. And I had
Damn.
and it got infected.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
see, yeah.
nasty mouth ass boy. That's because your ass was eating.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why I had to get it removed.
I
When
was
like
joking.
17.
I was joking. You for real?
Yeah.
Like my stepmom had to have an emergency root canal. And I can't imagine having to have an emergency
Not prep?
anything. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like I need days to mentally prepare myself for everything.
Yeah.
We take a trip to New York. If you say you have a trip to New York tonight, I'm going to be pissed because I can't mentally prepare myself for New York. So to think for a surgery, I
feel
need a
you.
little bit
but
of time.
New York ain't bad.
Well, no,
if
no, I'm
they
just using that
said
as an
San
example.
Francisco,
That's-
I'll be like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad because I like San Francisco, but damn, it's a long flight.
I just need
Actually,
to.
I think I could get up and fly. And then
We
get
know
home.
you can.
Yeah, I could too, but I feel what KB saying too. I'd
I've
be
always
so
wanted to go
anxious.
to the
I'd be so
airport.
ready to land.
Yeah, same.
I've always wanted to go to the airport and just be like, put me on the next flight out.
Oh, now you out of your damn mind because they're gonna be like, all
You
right,
should do it. Real shit.
now you in.
But like within the states,
Yeah, right,
obviously.
you don't
wanna-
I
Yeah,
don't
for
want to
sure.
go out the
He
country.
going to South
don't-
North Korea.
Oh, you can't fly to North Korea.
I think that's part of it.
No, I don't think he knew you could fly to
Oh.
North Korea.
They
Yeah, he didn't.
Nah,
know.
Yeah, he didn't know.
I thought he was.
he
yeah.
gonna
What
mess
if they
around and
put
end
you-
up there.
In somewhere like North Dakota.
That's exactly
I
what my
gotta go
mind
explore
went.
North Dakota.
Boy, they gonna get your ass out of there. Let me stop because I don't know anything about them. Let me stop.
It's such a. I think it would be a difficult thing to do as a person of color.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah,
that
I
would be
watched-
my anxiety.
I watched this couple that they
Hey.
quit their jobs and they go to different cities
Hey,
and just
pal.
explore them regularly in like different states. And I was talking to Angie. I was like, "You think we could do this?" And she was like, "No. Look at where they're at.
Yeah,
You're black
yeah,
and I'm Mexican.
yeah.
They're just a 2 white couple just doing that. They could go anywhere and they're okay. You might not be okay in these areas."
We don't have that same luxury.
Yeah, you instantly gonna step footer. Hey boy,
Yeah.
let me tell you something.
I'm telling you, bro. That's why I said I'm never going back to Alabama.
You're visiting. You all right?
That's the
You're not here
furthest
to
south
stay.
I can go.
I'm reading a book called A Black Klansman, and he's going on the
Is, that based,
cover.
is the movie based on that?
Yeah, but I haven't seen the movie because I read the book. I posted the book, and then they told me about the movie. So I'm like, let me read the book first. And it's very funny. So funny. He undercover, and they have no idea that they talking to a black man. But he's seeing how they is, so he just playing along with it. He doing a talking, but his partner is going as him because he's black. He obviously can go to the meetings, and boy, he running circles around him so far.
I like that damn Dave Chappelle skit.
I was thinking about that too.
Where he blind, he black, but I think he blind, so he can't see, he can't tell.
So he talking shit.
Yeah, but like you can't tell he's black because he's obviously underneath the stuff. So
It was a YouTube creator. I forgot his name. I just found him. He was black. He went to a sundown town in Texas. He spent the day there, and it was funny because like a lot of the people there were saying like that was an old narrative from back in the day, and they were saying like we're no longer like that. But one lady was like, "This is the sundown town," so it was like it was so weird that like some people feel like this isn't that, but they notoriously are known for that. And I guess apparently Vidor, Texas is a place you shouldn't go as a African American after dark.
What is it called?
Vidor, Texas.
Vidor, Texas.
One of the craziest exchanges we ever had, I was with y'all, when that lady rolled by
that was
and said Black Power?
Yeah, Black Power. She
I
said
thought
Black
she said
Power.
Black Lives Matter.
No, she said Black Power with a fist.
She might have said both. But I ran up to that car.
We're gonna do some context. We are in
Los
Angeles.
We are in Venice.
Yes.
And we're shooting something for, I forget what the shoot even was,
Yeah.
but we're on the bridges of Venice, if you know.
By
And
one of those
the
like
canals.
streams,
The
like
canals,
the canals.
yes. That's what's called Venice, because of the canals,
Yeah.
right? And we see the car coming, so we pause our film, and then the lady drives by, and out she lowers her window, and out of it she says Black Lives Matter or Black Power. And this is a middle-aged white woman.
But
we all looking at each other like, what
I'm
the
already
fuck?
shaking her hand, though, because we on camera.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, she's rolling down the window. I'm like, yeah, you see, we out here. And I got the mic on, and she say, Black Lives Matter. And she then drives off, Black Power. Like,
And it's just out of nowhere.
out of
Yeah.
nothing.
We just, like, there's nothing other than us being black. It's not like we talked about,
No.
like, she just drove by and wanted to let us know she was an ally.
She could have just drove by and be like,
Literally didn't have
She
to say
said
anything.
something.
He had to say
She said
anything.
something about Trump, too.
It was just the weirdest thing. And that was,
She said, I'm with y'all.
I'm trying to remember the timeline.
that'd be
it was
before
during
COVID.
the
We was still with HOH. It was not
we
before
was- we was
COVID.
It definitely
filming-
was after COVID.
we was filming that Mobile One stuff.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
about 3 years ago.
Yeah, 2021.
My timeline be all messed up.
Yeah, it definitely was after COVID because I remember all the stuff we had to go
Because
through.
remember, I got hooked on them donuts, them strawberry donuts.
Yep.
That's why I discovered them
Was that in LA or San
Because them
Francisco?
mobile one shoots
LA.
feel so long ago.
at
Yeah.
the hotel.
I feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Unplugged. Start with fantasy football, man. Austin, I'm so sorry. I did the dirtiest shit ever to Austin because I needed my wins. I'm not giving anybody win. So Austin,
Austin had 2 people not play.
he had 2 people not play. But look, last night I picked up the one guy that he could have put in his running back slot. There was a Monday night football game,
That's
and the
crazy.
Broncos had a running back. And I'm like, I'm not even giving him the chance because he only needed like 3 points. So he could have picked dude up or whatever. And I'm like, no, you're not doing that. I'm picking him up real quick so you can't get him. And you'll have no. I'll actually let
That
me
makes
see.
sense though, because you picked him up. I was like, this guy's been ass. He
Yeah.
had like one great year game. We're talking about Estein.
Yeah.
He had one great week.
He only scored 1, but he was projected for 4.19, which would have gave Austin a win.
Dude, you didn't have. Why
You
didn't you
lost by-
feel? Oh, you have so many injuries. Bateman, Dobbins,
He had
Eckler.
1.2. But I didn't even want to give you the
Smith.
upper chance.
Mason did the
upper
most.
chance,
Mason did the
opportunity.
most humble thing that I've ever seen from someone in fantasy.
What do you do?
He took out his starting tight end, even though because he had already won. So instead of him pouring on the score, he just took him out and allowed it to just be 86-93 when it could win.
Who benefits from that though?
Nobody. That's
I don't know.
actually that's like a victory cigar type thing.
But also, it fucks with his potential standings because it goes off total points scored. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Why would he do that?
I
I'm
guess-
trying to pour it on whoever I'm going. I
I
won
guess
by
he was
almost
being nice
60 points this week.
because he had Njoku in. I
Yeah,
remember
he said I
seeing-
was playing around. He was just being an asshole. He wasn't doing nothing. You talking about Man.
He doing respectable.
Yeah,
He
man.
would have been unless he's trying to play it so he go because right now he play against you, Pierre. If the playoffs started today, maybe he's doing some seeding for.
He plays against me in his last week.
I needed last week's win or either this week's win, and I came up short in both.
So where does that have you now? Are you outside?
I'm out.
I'm so glad. I think I go against John this week or this last.
Well,
week.
I needed Smalls to lose this week, but he spanked whoever he was playing.
So
His team put
y'all
up
are
over
fighting
100.
for that last spot, huh?
Even
So-
if no, I'm done.
No,
points-wise.
statistically it says you're still in it. I don't know how.
Yeah.
So you got to win but drop 200 more points than he does.
Or what if he just have a rough week? It's still very close. Like, if I beat Mason, he's 7-7. Reese could be 7-7. Smalls could be 7-7. Me and Mike are both 8-5. So we could both end up 8-6 or 9-5. I would still be above Mike. But yeah, this shit can get really dicey.
I don't even know who I want to play in the first round. Do I want to play Smalls or do I want to play? Oh no, there's no way for me to play Smalls. I'm almost guaranteed to play Kyron, Mason, or Reese.
I want to play Reese.
Reese beat me 2 weeks
He did.
ago.
Oh, yeah, I want to play Reese.
So I'm kind of spooked about that.
Would you be spooked about playing Kyron?
Not even
No.
a little bit.
Kyron team be sneaky good sometimes though.
It
That's what I'm
does.
matched up right now against is Kyrie.
No CMC though. CMC is done.
Does he have Jordan Mason?
No.
Damn.
Rico
Mason's out,
Dowdle.
too.
What the
Oh, he
hell?
is? Oh shit.
So his replacement running. Oh, he has no replacement running back on his roster right now for CMC. At least today. Oh, he had Rico Dowdle, who had 22 points the other day. So I would prefer, out of these three, I would prefer to play Kyron in the first round. Yeah, I would prefer to play Kyron.
Joe Mixon be going crazy.
Yeah, but I got a pretty good roster too.
You do.
I think we can sustain a Mixon extravaganza.
Avalanche.
Yeah. Because I had Tyreek Hill finally gave me double-digit points. Congratulations to Tyreek Hill. He had a touchdown where it was tipped up in the air and he
Yes.
just came down with
Him
it.
and Devon Achane both had very late touchdowns.
Yes,
They
yes.
both randomly just had
you need
two
him?
fourth quarter.
No, I played as Caleb.
Yeah.
It was a bye week basically. Which sucks because
Ooh. Oh,
Tyreek
okay.
Hill,
Tyreek Hill, 11? How do you just have 11 kids?
he just be doing stuff.
I don't even. You don't. Do condoms not exist to him? Or
Nah,
like what?
He don't
is-
believe in them.
I think he allergic to latex.
That's
But
insane. to
you know
me.
they had the ones you could do that don't got
You ain't got to tell me. You got to tell him.
To be out here just raw dogging all these women getting 11 kids is crazy.
Even if I was that rich and that
Yeah.
successful, I don't think I would be able to.
Damn, you all in his shit.
I just wouldn't be doing that.
Right, so don't do
But he
it.
said it's not you, it's him though.
I'm
Right.
so afraid of STDs, bro. I'm so afraid of
For real.
STDs. Shit, one
Especially
bad
since
outing.
that shit Darrick had.
No,
I'm just joking. I'm just
and you know
joking.
these athletes pass around the same women.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hey man,
They all pass. That's just
You
so
think
insane.
you think you eating some butt? You just kissing another person. Your opponent from last week. Have y'all been able to? Have y'all listened to the J. Cole Inevitable series at all?
No.
Incredible stuff. Man.
it's new stuff.
It's a series of audio. It's like a podcast,
Oh.
but he talks about different chapters in his career, different albums.
Where is it at? On YouTube or somewhere?
It's behind his own paywall.
Oh, so
It
I'm
costs
definitely
like
never
$10.
Oh no.
It's real dope though. It's real dope
Is he just talking? Like you said it's like a podcast, right?
about his career though.
Oh. Is it like old audio? or is
Actually,
it
I
just
think when
no?
somebody was
Oh.
in my stream, I'd have been talking about. Does he have like some music that he has with it too?
He's playing music on there, yeah.
Okay,
he,
so I
like
think-
last night I was listening. He played 2 songs with him and Kendrick that has never been heard before.
Is it a
yeah,
good song?
They're old. They're just like ideas, but yeah, they was cool.
I think so. I heard about it. I haven't like looked into it though.
Yeah, it's dope. I enjoyed it a lot. It's hard to figure out time to just play somebody talking, but the story, some of the songs,
He's rolling out a lot of.
the emotion,
He's been pushing out a lot of stuff lately.
that's part of the Inevitable
Yeah.
series. So
I know he's doing like a Forest Hills Drive.
10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's putting like 4 or 5 new songs on there
Mm-hmm.
that we have never heard before. So
Are they new songs, just like
no,
throwaways from
they're
that
from
era?
that era.
Yeah.
Okay, that's because it would be weird for him to be rapping today with that type of vibe. From
Like
10
if you
years
listen
ago.
to the Kendrick shit, his voice all like light and whatever. It's dope though. It's definitely dope.
I haven't really been doing anything because Because I've been sick for the last couple days again.
Yeah,
so.
what type of sick did you have? Because John was talking about he had COVID, and you said
cold.
that. I'm like, what the hell? Y'all stay the
I
fuck
thought
away
it
from
might
me.
have been. I mean, I tested negative, but just a cold. You know, Thanksgiving, you get around all the people.
Yeah.
Avery got sick first, and as a parent, you with the kid 100% of the time.
So
it's
you next.
inevitable.
Yeah, Andrew got sick.
He's sick of your ass.
Right before Thanksgiving,
I'm just
like
joking.
that weekend right before, and then she felt better. She's starting to feel better now, but I guess she got it from Friendsgiving.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
what
was
John
just talking.
had, I don't
I was
know.
just talking about this with Elena, and if you get sick, do you have to say where you got sick from?
I always try to do like connect the dots for sure.
Same.
Bro, because she was talking like to her, I think like she was talking about one of her bosses or because her boss was out sick. She's like, yeah, my boss said he got sick from his daughter or whatever. I was like, why you always got to connect it to somebody else?
It has to.
It
because
can't
you
just
have
be
to,
you got sick.
But you
You get it from somebody. You don't
Well,
just
yeah,
get
when-
sick.
When I lived with my nieces,
You
I would
got it
just
from them.
Yeah, I would just get sick because they would go to school
Yep.
and then be outside.
Daycare, all of this stuff.
Yeah, so I would just, if they got sick, I just knew inevitably I would probably end up getting sick.
That
Just
proximity sickness, man.
But luckily this time she got sick, I didn't get sick. So, and neither
That's
did
the best
Ivy.
feeling,
Yeah,
'cause-
neither did the baby.
Avery was sick like, let's say 6 months ago. And again, you think, it's my baby, I'm like coddling her. When she's sick, I'm going to get sick too. Neither of us two got sick. And we're
Oh.
like, damn, all right, cool.
Yeah.
This time around, we thought there was a chance, and we both ended up
That's
with it.
how my mom was, where my sister had got COVID years ago, and she was like, I'm going to just take the L and get it too, so she can stay closed off with me and we stay away from y'all. She never got COVID. My mom she was going to the doctor to take the test. This is like before you could get access to the home kit ones. And I remember she was going every day. I'm like, Ma, at this point, you don't have it. Like, you trying hard to get that motherfucker. You just didn't get it. COVID just weird like that. But yeah, she was going, I'm finna take the test. I'm like, did you take one yesterday? Yeah, but it could come late. And I'm like, nah, you probably just ain't get it. And she never got it. I was amazed at that shit. Because we definitely was like, oh, damn, she finna have it.
I hate
There's
taking
still
that
a
damn
percentage
test.
of, I think it's like 4% of Americans have never had COVID.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Susanna's never had COVID.
Really?
We slept in the same bed when I had it, and she didn't catch it. It's crazy, bro. Don't make no sense. As far as we know,
Yeah.
right? I mean, we're pretty safe in our house. That even now, I took the test, even though COVID is not this big old extravaganza no more.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to do is infect other people with COVID.
Yeah.
So she's been sick throughout the last 4 years and not one positive test ever.
That's why Dana ain't come to Friendsgiving, so maybe something is going back around.
Well, it is that season.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We got COVID, we got flu, we got RSV, we got normal cold.
My
It's a lot of
coat's
stuff.
supposed to be coming in the mail.
You got
or
DB?
getting delivered. Huh?
No, I'm saying he was naming the stuff. I'm saying we got DB. Dookie Booties. What coach you get?
I
A
think it's like
Nautica?
a Nike coat or
Oh.
whatever. Elena bought it.
You didn't get that
Oh.
Montclair?
Nah.
Not this year.
Need a little something.
get
It's
a new
getting
coat,
cold
too.
outside.
Yeah.
I got some shiesties, some gloves. I ain't playing around, man. I be wearing my Scully on top of
Man.
my shiesty.
I need to go get it. I might go get a hat and gloves today.
I was being a jackass last night. It was like 1 a.m, and I realized I ain't take the cans to the curb.
You ain't do it because it was too cold?
Did it with shorts and shit.
I did it with my pajamas on, and I was like, this is the stupidest shit I could have done. It was so cold.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
When I woke up this morning, looked at my car, I damn it looked like I was
Frosted?
in an ice storm.
Yeah, it was like frosted over.
Like, what the hell is going on?
This
Gotta
morning,
park in
I was
the
looking out my
garage.
window, too,
Can't.
and, like, there's a super big, like, school with a field, and on the field, it's, like, frosty as
you
hell.
can see it white, like the white
Yeah.
tips.
Yeah, and on there, I see a bunch of, like, geese on there. I'm like, what the hell? I know y'all freezing, bro.
Hey,
they
Y'all
furred
supposed to be
up.
going south. What happened?
No, geese don't mind.
We be buying them. The Canada Goose,
Yeah.
True.
they just got that naturally.
Yeah.
So they be chilling.
True.
They be chilling.
That's why they call it that?
Yeah. You know how many you got to kill to get one coat?
One.
No.
I'm just talking.
One.
I have no idea.
I can't hear what you said, but throw a coffee on me, you're gonna get some free to see how hollows feel. So, me and Mike, man, we was going through it last night.
Yeah.
That shit kind of had me hot.
I look,
Was
you
y'all
want to
playing rec
start.
or pro?
He's
He
playing
had a
pro.
run.
Yeah, he's playing like the
y'all was playing
tournament.
runs. Okay. I thought
Yeah.
y'all was talking about playing rec when y'all was talking earlier.
It was just crazy because sometimes you
We
just
needed
be.
you,
I
KB.
wonder
If
what
we
is
had
going
K-
through
I didn't know it was
people's
happening.
minds.
If we had KB, we would have won.
I just joined and I saw y'all have 4 teams. It's like, oh shit. But I had no idea what was going on.
I didn't either.
I mean,
just-
I wouldn't have. I don't think I would have played.
I
but-
saw somebody saying something like, "Oh, I'll play."
You know they would have probably picked you up damn near.
True.
1K.
Yeah, they They be doing anything so we don't all be on the same team, man. I've literally heard people say, "Give me Kyrie," and they thought they was finna get that. I was like, "What?" They thought they was gonna get their whole clique. No, give me Kyrie. Like, oh,
They don't do that to me.
But no, I had
I
the
don't know.
Harden build.
Maybe they would pick me up now.
Now, but yeah, they probably will because of how you be playing the
I
rec.
had the Harden build, and you had, was that like your Jalen Johnson build? Or,
Nah,
I
that
don't know if
was
that's
like
an actual Jalen Johnson build. I just be
Nah,
throwing
but I
up
know what one you referencing. Nah, I was gonna bring him. But I bought that's like a Paul George.
there. Okay.
I made him after the Cam Reddish my team card. So that's why he got like a high. He's 6'8" or 6'9", but he got like an 86 handle because
You
those.
just shorten the wingspan on that?
No, I forgot. You got to make him. His weight got to go down.
Oh.
And he might be 6'8" because the ball handle comes from like your height and weight for whatever. Or no, speed with ball is the weight, but the handle I think is your height for whatever reason. But yeah, we was killing, man. I don't think me and Mike played that. It's been a long time since we both had a series that good. It's one thing for one of us to play real good and the other one solid. We had a game we had 28 apiece.
Oh, wow.
And we was looking around like,
Can we get some help? Like,
Can we
not
get a
even
little bit of
just a
help?
little help defensively, something to stick out.
Yeah, y'all couldn't even get a stop.
we was getting stops, but it was stupidity behind everything. There was one point when Mike had to tell our shooting guard not to crash the offensive glass. And it's like when you have to tell people those type of things, you're behind the 8 ball. We're giving up transition points because our shooting guard is going for a fucking offensive rebound.
I don't even go for offensive rebounds.
Right,
I just
because
sprint back.
When you did, we used to tell you how stupid that was.
Especially
Well, I
when you
just know
have people already
I think my
crashing
offensive
glass.
rebounds we had 30, so it literally makes no sense.
But even on the other
Yeah.
build that you had, it didn't make no sense because
It
how
did.
many are you getting?
Yeah.
Same thing with the dude who was going for the steals. I forget, Honcho. Why are you going for a steal?
We had to do it 96 offensive rebound as a small forward trying to get rebounds. He couldn't get any. So we gonna have our shooting guard go down there too and try to get some more. Like you just putting us at a disadvantage trying to get back because all they want to do is score in
So
transition.
dude had like a Josh Hart build essentially with a
He
nice
had, I don't know
No.
what build that is.
That is not a Josh Hart build at all, dude.
He's 6'9". D Mills, who is 6'9",
Oh, well, it's definitely
240.
not Josh Hart.
6'9", about 240, 250.
I don't know his wingspan. He's definitely 240. I looked at his car. I don't know his wingspan.
Rebound out this world.
96 offensive rebound because he did the attribute cap.
Below average shooter,
64 3-point shot.
below average finisher,
70.
just below average athlete. Like he got below average a lot of stuff.
I literally don't know what build that is. Like who to compare that to. You have an 84 perimeter defense, but you have a 65 agility.
It was
Is
60,
Kevon
he got
Looney?
60
Is he
agility.
essentially Looney?
Kevon Looney is not a small forward.
True. But he is like 6'9".
Yeah. Kevon Looney rebounds though. He has a rebound attribute, but he
But
only
he doesn't actually rebound.
No.
Why I got to tell somebody to box out?
because they don't know how to play the game.
It's just basketball at that point.
Yeah, I never know when y'all were doing those runs.
Because we don't look in your Discord.
Yeah, I don't.
It really be for the other people at this point.
Like,
I saw you been grinding though. You done streamed like 4 times in the last 2 days.
I definitely,
Yeah,
I
what
was
you do
looking at
last
my,
night? I mean, the other night on that stream.
You got to
What
do
happened?
more though.
I know.
You've
Nah,
been
I
saying
don't
this
mean like
for a long
quantity.
time.
I'm just mean like the games. Like yeah, 2K obviously staple. That's your game. But when you switch over to City Skylines, I'd be like, all right, y'all.
That's some shit for like 2 a.m. type shit. I think yesterday was just like a early stream.
We need to play Liar's Bar. It's
Hey,
a
man,
4-player
KB,
game. This
I'm
is
done.
us 4.
I'm done talking.
It's just us. It's
Oh,
just us. It's a 4-player game. We ain't got to worry about John working, Terrence, baseball.
That's
This
fine.
is literally
had a
us.
legit-
is
Hey,
it a
Liar's
my
Xbox
Bar.
game?
thing-
It's
Or
a
is it
People
Steam
just
game.
got to be
Okay.
on. I just be on the game. So when people be like, man, I'll be on the edit, I just be on the game.
But I think a lot of the times, it's part of it has to be your initiative to take, because more likely than not, if we're gonna play the game, it's for your stream versus
Mhm.
anything. So you say, hey guys, I want to do something different for my stream. Are y'all available to play Liar's Bar at 6:00 tomorrow?
Fair enough. I could trust y'all. It's some other people I can't do that
It's
with.
literally just us.
Yeah. If I tell Kyron we here at 7, that shit not till
What's the
8:30.
concept of the game?
I don't know really. I know it's a card
Oh.
game,
Oh, it's a card game?
kind of. I don't know,
Oh.
but it's like one of the fun party games is what I keep hearing.
Okay. I thought it was similar to like the protocol, like Among Us.
I'm not against that either because that shit was fun. But that takes more than
Yeah, that
4
takes
though.
more
That's
than us.
coordination gets crazy. But that's a 4-player game. John was explaining it at Friendsgiving. I didn't really understand it. I think it's one of those games we probably got to load up, and then we'll understand it.
Okay.
But
It's not that game you saw as like a mixture of spades and poker.
No, that's Ballatro.
Oh, okay.
Which I've been a lot of people tweeting at me that they started Ballatro and they're enjoying it. So
Are they nerds?
you can usually tell. Yeah.
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 They got the messed up hairline. They usually good at Smash Bros.
Well, no, but they do have a Super Smash profile picture. So basically,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Same thing. But John was saying it's a card game where you're trying to lie in order to tell people what cards you got, but then you got a gun that has it's like Russian roulette.
Are you playing against real people or these bots?
It's only us four
Oh.
playing against each other.
You
No,
could
no, I
probably
was about the
find
other
some
game.
clips.
Oh,
You,
Ballatro is just you versus.
you could probably
CPU.
find some clips on that Liars Bar and just like TikTok.
I saw RDC playing a lot. I mean, I didn't watch it, but you know how you can see what
Yeah,
games they're
I
playing.
still don't understand the concept all the way, but I just keep seeing that clip where this dude cheating, where he was looking all the way across the table with that hat.
Wow. Yeah, I did see that one.
Gilbert Arenas' son reclassified to 2025.
What that mean?
He's going to be in this year's
So he's going a year earlier.
to college. Yep.
Okay. Why didn't you get nominated for Streamer of the Year?
I didn't do that month-long stream.
Would you do it?
That
Would
is
you
the
do-
meta.
Would you do the 30-day subathon?
No.
No?
Nah.
The Kai thing, I didn't watch a lot of it. I think we watched the Kevin Hart and Drewski one.
I watched. Every night was something different.
Right. I
was
always
fun.
see clips on TikTok
Yeah.
and
I watched
Twitter
the
and stuff.
Kyrie Irving one.
Kyrie
Yeah, one
one.
night where it was all white rappers. They was freestyle battling.
Okay. Was that decent?
It was fun. Yeah.
With these known white rappers.
Was Harry
I don't
there?
know.
Harry, what's his
I've
name?
never seen any of these.
Because
He
that's
just
the only white rapper
He
I can
just
think of.
DM'd me.
Oh, for real? He
Yeah.
nice when it comes to just freestyle. He'd be like, give me words. And you throw a word at him and he incorporated it. It's actually
Oh no,
really-
I'm sorry. That was not Harry.
Okay.
Frack.
Not familiar with that person.
He asked me if we gonna be in San Francisco for All Star.
We should be. Yes, sir. But yeah, Stream of the. Do you think you could get nominated for next year?
He been on. He
'Cause
was
I
on
thought you was a
Tubi.
snub.
He was
You
on
know,
Sway.
they keep asking me for when
Oh,
I'm coming
okay.
to StreamCon or TwitchCon.
TwitchCon.
They keep sending me my invites, so I'm gonna have to
I
pull
would
up.
want to go to TwitchCon one time in my life.
You know, we got a couple people we got to meet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like even smaller streamers be having like real audiences there, and I think that's pretty cool. And then you could like.
Is it always
collaborate.
in one place or they move it
I
around?
think it's in San Diego every year.
Oh, I love San Diego. What's in San Diego every year?
TwitchCon.
Let's go. Cause I go just to chill.
It's gonna be a bunch of nerds though.
I can dip
love
and just
Twitch
enjoy San
Awards, though.
Francisco. Go man's the Mission Bay.
Like I spend a lot of time on Twitch. I try to be or the Stream Awards as they're called. I try to be locked into like the profession, if you will,
Yeah.
like streaming and YouTube and all of that. So when I look at like the nominees for 2024, I'll be kind of pissed at like people that got snubbed, bro.
Who are some of the people?
I'm trying to bring up the nominees for 2024.
I've been back on Twitch a little bit more with me having like my laptop or whatever. Just because like when I was on my iPad or whatever, it's like you're only basically doing like one thing, but I can have a tab up while I'm watching some other shit or something.
So we got Best Creative Artist Streamer. My boy Black Boy Max was nominated
Okay.
because he be doing music on stream. And actually, I've tuned into a few of those streams. They could be really fun. You got MOBA streamers, you know, speedrun streaming is pretty cool. Best Battle Royale Streamer. Our boy Swag up there, nominated
Shout
for
out
this
to
year.
Swag.
Fighting games, I don't think any of us know them. Best Sports Game Streamer. This is where you could get nominated if you really locked in. But you competed with Sketch. So we're hard to be Sketch. You competed
I
with
didn't know
Flight.
he streams 2K.
No, he streams Madden.
Ah,
It's just all sports.
okay.
So you got Flight, you got Angry Ginge, and you got S Fan. I'm not completely familiar with him. Even though when I was watching your stream, he was recommended. He was also doing a
WWE.
WWE watch along.
Okay.
I don't recognize many of those. Well, I mean, obviously Sketch and Flight I recognize, but after that, I really don't know those people at all.
You could get nominated for the Rising Stars Award if you lock in. These are people that had their best year, right? These are up and comers. You can get that, Mike.
Facts.
Stream Game of the Year. You tell me what you think it is, even though I know you didn't play not a single second in any of these games. Chained Together. That shit was hot on Twitch for like a month. Black Myth Wukong. You remember that one?
That's what that little monkey.
Yep. Elden Ring
Okay.
and Tekken 8.
Tekken 8 is
Oh.
wow.
Tekken 8.
I used to play Tekken as a kid.
You think you nice?
Hell no.
Tekken was hard.
Which one do you think should win that award?
I didn't even know they still made Tekken.
Probably Chained Together.
Chained Together was a moment, bro. Elden Ring was too, but like Chained Together, I feel like every big streamer had them. And
I
their
never
two
played
homies
Chained
playing.
Together, but I played only up. And so if it's hard to do it with one person, I can only imagine when you got 2 to 3 other people trying to like control it.
We got Best Content Organization, AMP,
AMP, RDC.
FaZe Clan, OTK, and VS Hojo. I'm not completely familiar
I don't know
with
what
them.
that is.
But that's it. I think AMP wins, right?
Yeah. I mean, they got the overwhelming favorite.
RDC is nominated for a league of their own. This streamer is a pioneer that creates one-of-a-kind content. They got
Sounds
nominated
about
for
right,
that.
though.
So,
Okay.
yeah. I can't wait for the awards. I think it's next week. They got Best Collab Stream.
That's the Drewski.
Drewski, Kevin Hart, and Kai is nominated.
That's probably gonna win.
Agent and Senna is nominated. Aiden Ross and Donald Trump. And then Fortnite Friday, Connor's Pants and George Santos. I'm not familiar with them. But I feel like it's got to be Drewski, Kai.
Yeah.
And
That
Kevin Hart.
stream at one point had 600 or some thousand people watching it.
it's ridiculous, bro.
And
Anyway.
it's, and it's Kevin Hart and Drewski and Kai. Like that shit was literally nothing but entertainment and laughs.
Yeah. And until they made that little boy cry.
But they ain't nothing but like clip outs and memes from that stream.
Yeah.
And it was just fun to see Kevin Hart like in that element of. Just,
I think he's so much funnier when it's impromptu.
yeah.
It's improv. I have not watched a Kevin Hart stand-up special in a long time.
Yeah.
But the last one I did watch, it was cool.
Yeah.
He was 100 times funnier on that stream than the last time I saw
Like,
him.
I
It
thought
was
it-
real funny when Bryce called LeBron
And he
and
hung up?
Kevin Hart took he took it and hung up the phone.
A lot of times the Kevin Hart stuff that make me laugh is like, it's not even the main joke.
Yeah.
It's like 1, 2, 3 words in a bigger joke that makes me die.
His ability to keep composed doing
Yeah.
funny shit is crazy. Like that. When he hung that shit was so funny. He's like,
And then when he pressed Bryce about stuff how you like to cook.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
I ain't
did
see
I
this
tell you
part.
about that movie Night School with Kevin Hart? That movie was actually low key funny.
Night
as hell.
School?
It's old.
I think came out a few years ago.
I feel like
But that movie, it's funny as hell. Like he working at like I
Who
think
else is in it? Ain't some other
2018.
people in it?
It's a woman in there. I forget what her name is.
Tiffany Haddish.
Yep,
Yeah.
Tiffany.
A woman.
I feel like it's-
Rob Ringo's in
with
it.
funny movies though, I think you do have to kind of be impromptu. You can't be a robot.
Yes.
So
you
like
have
he
to.
probably a lot of the stuff you see in movies is probably impromptu as well.
Yes.
Like you also have to have chemistry with the people you work
Some
with.
shit is so funny. There's nobody's writing that. It just has to happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that movie again.
It's so crazy how culture has just changed. You would have never thought 10 years ago that Kevin Hart would be on Twitch.
No.
Yeah. I
never.
don't think he'll ever stream himself, but you could definitely probably see
Get
him.
appearances. And it might
Yeah.
just be appearances with Kai because that's the biggest platform you can have right now.
Yeah.
Other than like Speed on YouTube, who does crazy numbers as well.
Because isn't Speed temporarily still banned from Twitch?
I don't know, but I just know he's a YouTube streamer.
Oh, I thought he did both.
Nuh-uh.
Oh.
Just YouTube. And his whole streams are crazy. I'm not his target demo. I just feel like I'm a little bit too old for it. But he goes to these different countries and does
Yeah.
cool shit in different countries. Like that's entertaining. And every clip I do see of him, I'm like, oh, I understand why people watch him.
Yeah.
But it's so genius because he taps into that market.
It's
I mean,
just
they be
go-
shutting down cities.
Yeah,
when
once
just-
you go to that market, those people are going to remember that forever and support you.
Mhm.
That's why when you see somebody like Rui, Jordan is like, oh, we need to get that because we got a market we can get into.
bro.
or
It be
whatever.
so many of like those accounts, like not even bad accounts, but just like those like high follower accounts that just be having a lot of stuff that have like basically go for like retweets and likes and stuff like that. They be sharing so much of Kai stuff. I wonder, do they actually be in tune with what he doing, or are they just seeing the clips and they just like
They're reposting
more
it.
likes and reposts type stuff?
I mean, the clipping industry has become like a real job.
Yeah.
And I've always been on the fence about it because I understand why it's valuable, right? But also it's like taking food away from a creator. Now, clipping Kai at the grand scheme is not gonna matter. The
probably
man just made
helping him,
millions of
honestly.
dollars this last 30 days. But like sometimes I see a clip from a smaller streamer and I don't know who the streamer is.
yeah.
And it got hella retweets, hella likes, and they don't even tag who this. Like maybe I wanted to go and see this
Yeah.
person full time.
That's when it gets real shaky, is when you don't credit the
Hey, bro, that's
actual-
what I've had that
person.
happen. Not that
Yeah.
I'm doing clips on Twitch, but I've had a tweet or I'll bring up something or I'll say something on here and somebody will tag me. And this is a platform that got
Yeah, no, that happened
this shit
that
got
happened to me during the
30,000
All-Star Weekend
views.
once.
And it's like, bro, When I interviewed Kyrie,
Yeah.
asked Kyrie a phenomenal question. People was taking it. It's
Yes.
like these Kyrie fan pages that got numbers, and this shit is going and going. It's like the least you can do is let it be known that it's coming from me. The least you can do.
Because even if it's a 1% conversion rate, that's new followers. That's
New followers.
New viewers, new everything.
And y'all go to these places and y'all don't ask these questions. This was a good question. Yeah, I agree. So tag me, motherfucker.
People are making 6 figures by clipping.
And that's crazy to even.
I had
They
my
not putting
tweets
in no
stolen
work.
before and
Yeah,
they
it
blew
is a
up.
lot of work to
It
get
is
the
work.
clip.
It is.
Yeah.
I won't say it's no
You gotta
work.
watch.
You gotta
Yeah.
keep that
You have to
shit
watch. You got to be
first.
first in a lot of cases. So I wouldn't call it no work, but it is just,
Somebody else's work that you're
Yeah.
working with.
yes. And most big streamers don't care, right? Because at the end of the day, like Queso is a guy that blew up on TikTok mostly, but I know him from other people clipping his
Clipping
stuff.
them. It works in your favor.
Yeah.
For sure.
But when it's the super small streamer, that's where it becomes a little bit more dicey, in my opinion. But it can be mutually beneficial. Like your Rage, he was a clipper. He used to clip other people's stuff. That was what he did. And then he grew his own platform off of that. And I don't even know if that's even replicatable anymore. Like, that's kind of a one-of-one story. Watch other streamers clip it out. Actually, I think I could do a little bit. And it was years before Rage even showed his face on, the internet.
Yeah, it'd be weird seeing like accounts that they don't even have their face on there, but they have like a big following and like they always get a bunch of viral tweets and stuff. I'm like, damn.
A funky diabetic
We got one picture of him.
that we've all that's
And it's been
only-
there for 10 years.
Yep.
We don't know what has changed with him. Still make the content, good content. You ever thought about VTubing?
What's VTubing?
I don't even know what that is.
Where you get like an avatar instead of it being your face cam, it's an avatar.
Oh, I've seen
I think I
those.
low-key just seen somebody do that, and honestly wouldn't, because that reminds me of that dude that went, he started going viral because he took himself off of like his VODs or whatever and just started putting like a white character.
Yeah.
Not even like a white man, like a white cartoon character, and he started getting a hella thing.
The
or, like, hella
context, it
views.
was a black guy who was streaming every day. Clips weren't doing well. People weren't tuning in. He took his face cam off and put a white character, and then people started to watch.
like not
and
even
stuff.
like good art. I'm talking about a clip art.
Yes.
He probably the first image he
It
probably
worked
seen
so
on
well
Google.
that our boy John did it.
He
John
has.
took his face scan and put a literal squirrel
Oh,
on his screen because it's like, hey, maybe that's gonna help. But VTube is such an interesting.
How do y'all
concept.
feel about when y'all playing with somebody and they show up, and I'm talking about 2K, and they black
when they not black?
or they white, and you like, boy, Kyron, why your dude got a blonde hair with a comb over, and you on my ear talking about shorty?
Bro, I was thinking about that. Not this 2K, but we was playing with our boy Auto Ant. He had his dude just a straight white guy. I'm
Did
like,
he?
bro, yes,
Is Momentum white or black? Cause ain't his character
he's
like
definitely black.
he
Well,
is?
I'm talking about his no. I think he definitely white. His character
right?
is black.
Because
There was somebody he
Momentum.
was playing with yesterday that was like, yeah, I tried to make him look like Jonathan Kaminga, and I just could tell that he's just.
Now
That's
that-
different when you're
that's
making a
different.
character,
When you're
sure.
making a
Yeah.
character, but
But-
Momentum character is just a guy who is
his
just
perfect
black,
man, yeah.
But he came into the party one day like, anybody trying to run wreck? And I was like, wait. I know this ain't you. Who I was just on. No, but yeah, it's always funny. Bub used to do that. Bub used to show with a white guy.
I
Like,
used to be thinking it's funny, like having your dude look weak as hell or whatever, like no accessories on, and then you show up in hoop.
Derrick did that for a long time.
My mind-
generics and everything.
My mind opened up to it a little bit more, but I definitely used to be like, why are we playing Warzone and John, you have a girl character?
Oh,
You
girl
not messing
characters
with
are the
Nicki Minaj
best.
character?
No, I didn't.
I got the Ice Spice character on Fortnite.
You do?
Yeah.
How much did that cost?
Which Ice Spice is it? Is it 2024 Ice Spice or 2022?
They said it's the 2024 one.
Okay. Smaller hitbox.
I bought the little bundle, so it was like $30.
$30 for Ice Spice's skin?
I believe so. Yeah, you get 2 skins
Isn't
and a
that
bunch of
crazy?
backpacks
I
and
don't think
stuff
I'll
like
ever
that.
put money into Fortnite.
I saw they put sneakers in Fortnite.
They
Yeah,
did?
I just got some sneakers.
Ain't that crazy? I saw a TikTok of like some dudes like, bro, come help. He said, I'm not trying to crease my J's. And he
Hey,
was walking
you know
to
who
the fight
got
instead of running.
Teriyaki got those.
The Jordan 1s?
Yeah,
They
every
got
time
Jordan
he
1s,
talking about.
Cortezes. They have 11s?
Yeah, they do. On the
Damn.
Ice Spice one, I got the little like bunny rabbit They're like bunny rabbit house slippers or whatever.
I wonder how
Don't Be a
much.
Menace?
Yeah,
I'm
I guess I'll
basically
just
like
wait
that.
these
I wonder how much
Basically.
they're paying people to like. How much did Jordan Brand get out of that deal? Or like how much did Ice Spice? How much
Probably
they
good
pay
amount.
out?
You know
I
how
ain't gonna
much
lie.
money Fortnite has to generate, bro? Like
Yeah, and you know Jordan gonna want to. Jordan
they
Brand
have
is not
one of the
finna just
biggest
give you that
attachments too.
Mhm.
without a
'cause
big bag.
They have it attached to like kids. Like it went from a game that was just like, hey, we're gonna toss out this game, this free game, and see how it does. Like they attached the kids to where every kid knows about Fortnite.
Let me tell you something crazy.
What?
Literally 2 days ago, I get a text. It's a video. It's Ari sitting on the couch saying, "Oh my gosh, you took my loot." Playing Fortnite. I'm like, what is going on?
Elena talking about some. She's like, "What's V-Bucks?" And I'm like, "It's like the virtual currency for like Fortnite, whatever." She's like, "Cause my nephew he asking me for it for 20 V-Bucks or like 20,000 V-Bucks, whatever." I'm like, she's like, "Is it worth it?" I'm like, "You know, it's worth it.
Give him the V.
He a little kid."
Because Fortnite is different than like a 2K. It's never worth it with 2K because the game's gonna die in 9 months. You got to do it again.
Yeah.
Fortnite, I can load up and still get my season 2 skins. You know, it's gonna always be there. And I heard we hopping back on the 6th.
They got the OG stuff, D Mills. They said even double pumping back.
Hey, no, they
Double
didn't.
pumping back.
Double pumping is back.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. I think it's actually might be back now.
On everything, Mike. If you not trolling me, I'm hopping on that shit and we going to the
Like
OGs,
the same
bro.
green pump.
We're like, you remember Daquan used to bop, bop,
Yeah.
bop, bop.
Hey, ain't no way.
I think
in
it's
hell
double
this
pump is
dude
coming back on the
gave
6th.
Sophie Rain
Wait,
$4 million.
But you know, the comments yesterday or last episode was like, here we go again. Them talking about OnlyFans for the 4th episode in a row. So I was hoping nobody brought that, but that is crazy.
This just popped up on timeline. Adam22 quotes it and says, "Everyone I've talked to who works in the OnlyFans industry agrees these numbers are fake and would kindly request you post screen recordings." So if she posts that screen recording,
Think she just living a great life.
Why in the comments on this they say, "Come here, boy"? And you know they
Like,
quoting Daquan.
I saw Myth had a viral tweet saying, I'm back.
Yeah.
Because he had retired for a little bit. And I think he was, people in the comments was like, where Daquan? Where Hamlin's at? They ain't coming back.
Yeah. What a time to be alive during the Fortnite
Do those
Fridays.
former Fortnite, are they doing anything else?
Some of them.
Oh,
Like, name some people. Like, Ninja still does Fortnite. He still
Yeah,
can
he
get you
does.
10 to 15,000 concurrent, so he's doing great still.
I don't remember anybody else actually.
Obviously,
I feel that though. You have to be kind of locked in to know anybody outside of Ninja.
I
Yeah.
think Dakotas, if you remember him, he still be
He's
playing
still around.
Fortnite.
He's still
Yeah.
solo v squatting. I see him
really?
occasionally. Yeah.
I know.
I used to do that shit too.
These be playing Fortnite.
Okay, that was another classic one. But it really, for me, it was always Daquan.
Yeah.
They came back and then they left again. I don't
And
think
then
they're
they-
coming back.
Oh yeah.
They made a little bit of money too. They got a big ass house, content group.
Well, you
Made
know the
4
video,
videos
the
there.
comeback video had to do numbers by itself.
It did, yeah.
I would love to. I wonder how they going with the old. You think they ever gonna bring back the? Let's try to get these big celebrities to play again.
Fortnite Fridays.
I don't think so. Just because I feel like that was a time in the era where you can't replicate it. If Drake came back today, it wouldn't hit the same as it did in 2019, whatever that year was.
Fortnite also a different game.
True.
It was like the 90s. Like the top people were like, all right. Like the top people then
Yeah.
are just like regular average Joes to the people that be playing this shit now.
We are our era of Fortnite. It's like the way we look at the 70s of the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the top ones will still translate. Will Chamberlain will probably come today and still dominate. But the average role player in the
Ninja
70s
is not-
can't survive.
Ninja back then is probably not winning 10 games straight
No
playing
way.
this shit in this
Yeah,
now.
no way. Wow. We were the plumbers of the 70s.
Everybody
Bro.
got so good.
Yeah. We were the plumbers of the 70s.
That building shit is an OP.
Ninja doesn't even play builds anymore. That's how bad it is.
Oh really?
He's a no build exclusively guy because he said he cannot compete.
Really?
Yes, bro.
He was one of the best at it.
I'm telling you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the way he was
Lead a
building.
game before the game
The
leads
best
you.
3-point shooter probably ain't as good as Steph. Probably, I'm gonna just drive now. I'm gonna be a corner 3-point shooter.
Wow. That's a YouTube video, Mike. Like a memeable YouTube video. Comparing that age of Fortnite.
I think about like the clip of Jordan doing like the 360 layup, and it's like I seen 7 people do this shit 2 days ago.
But that just shows you how ahead of his time he was.
Yeah.
That's how you feel about. I'm trying to think of the OGs that are still dominating though. I don't know if it exists.
KD.
No, I'm talking about
He's
for
on
Fortnite.
Oh,
I bet you Tfue could still get on and do some damage.
You think so? I think he.
I just think the
retired, too.
editing. I think the way the editing went and all that, it's just you're gonna be a little behind if you don't play.
Because also it's really like the NBA. Damn, there's a curve. There's an age curve. We won't be able to compete with the 14-year-olds of today's Fortnite.
No.
When they
Because
came,
those 14-year-olds been playing for 7 fucking years. We took a break. We're washed. I'm not editing against those kids.
Mike be still be editing sometimes.
He
I be
get his
watching
ass
him.
bopped.
I do be getting bopped sometimes.
But you be build. I'll be like, oh shit, he actually building with this person. I'll be like, damn.
Is it really the 6th though? This Friday? Is that the
Yeah.
Are you streaming it?
Yeah, hell
Bro, we
yeah.
should. Paul Millsap officially retired from.
You're
the
gonna be
NBA.
on for the
Damn.
6th, right? It's the OG. But that's the thing. I don't think they have it as the reload. I think it's the actual map is OG. So I mean, that makes
Either
sense.
way, I'll be there.
Bet.
I'll be there with you at
Yeah.
least. Shout out to Paul Millsap, phenomenal career. We just find out that he's retiring.
Really great
Um,
career considering where he
facts.
came from.
One of the 8 players all time with 500 threes, 1,000 blocks, and 1,000 steals.
Was Paul Millsap second round or undrafted?
Second round,
Second round. Louisiana Tech. Man.
47th overall pick. Rest in peace to Capital Steez. He also has a crazy career that mirrors Bud, where he spent the first 4 or 5 years of his career in Utah without shooting threes, and immediately came to a Bud
Yeah.
team, and he was firing them off.
Yeah.
So, hell of a career. Hell of a career, man. I remember he went to the Nuggets.
And that was supposed to be like
That was the
game
piece.
changer,
That was the one.
I remember when I think I had them on like a top 10 power forward list, and my argument was when he plays, they have a very good defense. When he doesn't play, their defense sucks.
I had a long-term relationship with my boyfriend Tim. We spent 4 years together.
I didn't
Then we
realize you
broke
were
up.
reading.
You come on now, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I had a long-term relationship with my boyfriend Tim. We spent 4 years together. Then we broke up and he moved to Spain, but we never really stopped talking. And he kept on telling each other our feelings, but he never like manned up and said, "Come here." 3 years after that. Around 2022, we talked about the possibility of me going to Spain to spend Christmas there. It was all going good. Great, it seemed like it was going to happen. And all of a sudden, he posted a story with another girl. I was shocked and reached out to the girl and told her everything. She never replied, of course, and she went on and got in a relationship with him. We stopped talking. Like 3 months after that, he reached out again. We started talking again, and he was telling me stuff like she wasn't his girlfriend, that she was just a hookup. She was annoying and awful things about her. And he kept saying that he missed and loved me. I was doing my best to distance myself from him because it hurt. But he always managed to get me through distance. This year, on a random day, he texted me like he was thinking of me nonstop and blah, blah, blah. We started talking again. Then on a random summer night, this is a misquote, but I was watching some of his friends' IG stories and he was in my country. I was shocked because we've been talking and he never mentioned anything. He called, of course, to meet up, and we did. We had sex, hung out, and basically a relationship again. He never, ever mentioned the other girl, nor did I see anything. It's like she didn't exist. So we had a great time. Of course, he left again, and he just didn't text anymore or anything. Oh, meanwhile, he was here. He told me he had a trip with one of his friends when he arrived to Spain. I'm sorry, there's a lot of grammar errors. Then when he was here, or when he was there, and me here and going no contact, he indeed went to the trip. But it was a honeymoon trip. He never broke up with his girlfriend. They were there because of his B-Day. She gifted him the trip. And I was just speechless and extremely heartbroken. One day I was upset and I decided to reach out to him. Big mistake. He told me that he lived with me. Oh my goodness. He told me that when he lived with me, it was a lie and that he didn't mean anything and that he didn't love me and said he did. And I was like, WTF, what is wrong with you? So I reached out to his girlfriend, explained everything to her, and he was a cheater, liar, and played both of us. Long story short, the girl says, was she wrong for trying to tell the girl that he was playing both of them?
No, she was not wrong. But at the
So
same time, I think that like she did a little bit too much because once she started seeing what the truth was, she probably should have just kind of went about her business
and she
and
kept
moved
going
on.
back.
There were so many signs that it just wasn't the way to go, and she was like, I'll do, yeah. But she not in the wrong though.
It's a page on Twitter that just like posts. It's called the bio says Voice of the Anonymous. All stories are real unless indicated as fiction.
That's probably like a Reddit thing.
Am I the asshole?
Yeah. Or like it was one that, am I overreacting?
Yes.
There's one of those as well that I follow.
I saw one on from TikTok the other day.
Bro, Elena watches this new show. Well, not new, but it's the like Tammy show Caught in the Act. Have you ever seen that? It's basically like
Tammy
cheaters.
from Basketball Wives.
It might be.
Yeah,
but
I've
it's
seen
basically
the ad for that.
cheaters, but it's like a black version of it. And bro, I just be thinking like, bro, y'all is too grown to be doing all this where you 30 years old, you trying to play multiple people at the same time. It's just like, I just don't get how you don't grow over that. Like that's the same mentality as like maybe a high school or young person in college, but like you 30 plus years old trying to do all that.
Try to juggle 4 girls.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. It's too much
I couldn't
work.
imagine. Yeah, it's so much work trying to juggle 2 girlfriends. I couldn't even imagine that type of.
No, you just said like you was
He
coming
talking
from experience.
This the part that's
you
crazy.
said 2, I said 4.
This
2
the
I
part
can do.
they couldn't stop bringing up. They like you hooking up with this girl who they talking about the other girl that they probably talking about the 2 girls. He's like, we gonna say X or Y. He's like, you hooking up with girl Y when you told girl X that's your cousin or something like that. So this is like you going through all these loopholes. If you don't want to be with somebody, just don't be with them no more.
That's why to me it's silly. Because as a grown ass man, I'm not finna be lying and trying to backtrack everything. Hey man, this is where I was at. This is what I was doing.
Y'all share your location with y'all girls?
Yeah.
I used to. I got a new phone.
My phone did stop doing it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I also wasn't tripping because I used to Dana ass used to like scare the hell out of me with that shit. Like, what you getting at Target? I'm like, I forgot you had my shit. Like, I forgot you had my location.
Hey, bro, I got Elena so bad the other day. She was coming home. And, like, I seen she was coming home, so I was like, let me clean up a little bit. Let me take the trash out. I'm taking the trash out. I see her pulling in, but it's dark as hell outside. I got, like, a black hoodie on.
Oh, hell no.
you crazy.
I throw the trash out. She getting out her car. But I scared the life out of her. I'm talking about she screamed like she didn't see Michael Myers.
You lucky she ain't maced you.
For real.
Yeah, Angie got me with that last week when I was at Kava. I'm walking to get the wine from Cooper's Hawk. I'm walking down the street, hands in my pocket, a little cold. I get a text saying, "You in Oak Park?" And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, of course, it pops up at the top of the
You don't even
text
have to be snooping, but the new update, you kind of are all the time.
Oh, what the new update do?
Where you can see, I'll show you.
Yeah, like it tells you what
like-
city they in.
It would say, my wife.
Hey,
is
I
in
ain't gonna
that
lie.
city.
I checked your location this morning.
Okay.
Because he was sick?
Yeah, I was gonna see because
Wait,
I
you
was
got
gonna see if
my-
he was here or
Snap?
not. Yeah, I'll snap.
Yeah,
it.
snap.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
I
you got
don't
that
know
shit
why.
on.
Yeah, I
I'd
don't
be
even know.
surprised that some people have it on.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I didn't
I'd be
turn
like,
it
why?
off now. I don't even
feel
use
like
Snap.
women should automatically have that off.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
for
dangerous
sure.
Yeah,
thing
I was
to
like,
have, for sure.
If you go in there, I'm like, why can I tell where some of these girls are?
Because you see, he know.
I think that'd be cool.
No,
Like it say me, D Mills, and K. We all together right now. So
I
that's
think
the
I
cool
only
thing.
share it with y'all.
I think I do too. I think it's really just that group. But even then, stop checking my location. Yeah, I'm just sharing
I
it
got
with
some
5
random
friends.
people that popping up on my
Now,
list.
let me ask you this, Mike. Or let me ask you this, KB,
Mhm.
because it make more sense for you. Y'all, he always at your house, Angie at your house, they do it at your house, so it make a little bit more sense. If you did check Darrick's location and it was someplace, and for hours, you ask, where you at? He like, hey man, I'm over here with.
Yeah.
Do you feel the response as your? I know he's more of your friend,
Mm-hmm.
but do you feel obligated to if you were approached?
Mm-hmm.
Not because obviously you wouldn't go and be like, Angie, Darrick was gone. But if she was like, if she,
Do you know what Darrick is at right now? The type shit? That's what you mean?
yes,
I do feel an obligation, honestly,
to what?
to tell
Cover up
Angie.
or tell her the
To
truth.
tell Angie.
To tell her the truth.
Because at this point, we are like adults.
You can, yeah,
He's got a kid.
I ain't laughing at your ass.
Yeah. It's a little
You gonna get him caught up in it.
Me? Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, he got to lie for you, and then once it comes, the truth is gonna come to light.
Because I value all of y'all relationships.
Yeah.
If he fuck up what he got with Angie, I'm going to be pissed.
Pissed because he ain't. Hey man, you hit a lick.
So, I mean, if it's on the cup, I would, yeah, but I think my first approach would be to approach Darrick first. Like, bro, what's going on? What are we doing?
Does the person change the thought process?
What do you mean?
What if the girl he was with was Angel Reese.
I think it still stands. Damn, you put Angel Reese?
That's what I'm saying. See, that's your reaction. Now your reaction is like, damn, hold up, man.
Like, yeah, I did.
Like, Ainsley, I don't know where the hell he been at. I know he been helping his mama move. His mama move. Not that mama that you're thinking about. He had his lady that he always called mama growing up.
His lady I always call mama growing up.
We appreciate y'all watching or listening to this episode of Numbers on the Board. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe.
How you doing on your 30-day upload?
I got sick, so I'm a day late. Yesterday was my first.
Okay.
No. That's not. Yes. Yesterday's my first day. Yeah.
So you are a day
I'm
late.
I'm 2 of 3. To
Okay.
say. But
I gotta go home and get a video out so I can be 3 of 3. I'm focused.
that time of the year, man.
I'm trying.
Leave a like, subscribe.
I'm not trying. I'm gonna do
You're
it.
doing it. Derek, you locked in to 30 days of. No, never mind. I don't even know why.
I'm so locked in that I got some shit written in my notes of what I'm gonna do. It's all type of shit. Like, I had my camera on my desk to bring here. I was going to do a BTS with my actual camera, but I forgot it. But I'm going to do a video on J. Cole.
Why not?
You
You never know. That might be a part of the market that you ain't tapped into yet.
Yeah.
That video might pop off, and then
It
you
might.
just have a music channel.
Yeah, it might.
'Cause
I might change.
I was doing Call of Duty videos before I was doing 2K
You
videos.
was?
Yeah, and then the 2K video popped off. I said,
You
yo.
doing it with Kyron?
I was doing
You
it
ever
with
had a
playing with
Fortnite
him?
video?
Kyron was in there. I got hella Fortnite videos. George, I don't know if you remember George.
Yeah, I remember George.
Me and
I remember
George used to
y'all
make
talking about it,
videos
but I
all the
don't remember.
time. That and Gears of War, man. We used to be
Yeah.
like,
I actually want to change my name from Pee Wee the Gamer to Pee Wee Unplugged, but
it's not too late.
we'll see.
All right, leave a like, subscribe. We'll see y'all in a couple days. Peace.